control, my true identity, the power that is me. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman's watching. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman watches. With rules in the fight, electric lights, change surroundings, join history. A treasure disappears as she goes. Miss her as you look away, and no one knows. This power is a key. This power changes me. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman's watching. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman watches. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. You didn't know, now I'm gonna show you the power that is me. You try to take me down, stop the show. Seems you never tasted fear or loss of control. The power lives in me. The power that is me. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman's watching. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman watches. As the Eggman watches. The shadow of myself, just who am I? Scan horizons, a tragic mystery. You could have left me here, sealed inside the pod. No one would ever know the chaos controls my true identity, the power that is me. We all danced in fire, trapped in this machine. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman's watching. We all danced in fire, looking through the screen. Don't know how long we waited, as the Eggman Fine, we'll start now. Hi, chat.
No, you don't have to start now.
We're starting now. It's fine.
I always like don't show my screen immediately after 10 minutes.
This is true, but I'm also not you.
Okay. Hello, chat. Secret dog time? Yes.
Sorry,
Oh, man.
I'm also eating dinner because
Oh my gosh.
I didn't have time to eat dinner because Akko basically demanded I put this damn hat on.
Excuse me. I thought we were gonna do it yesterday.
You told me not even an hour before stream to get the hat.
Yeah, but I was telling everybody yesterday that we all gotta wear the hat.
Why 4 out of 5 stars on your hat?
Oh, we're gonna get 4 out of 5 stars. I gotta work on that. I don't know how to put the special stuff on the hat yet.
I'm not a medic or washer, so I'm not gonna be doing that. I did make a commissar hat though from Warhammer. At least as best I
can do a commissar hat. All you gotta do is press keypad 1.
I made it specifically Warhammer themed though.
But it is.
It wouldn't let me, so I had to make it myself. Deal with it.
This is the commissar hat. And you're telling me it wouldn't let you do it?
Technically, I actually made a more accurate version.
Okay. Wow.
Just saying. Man, look at these fascists. I know, right? Welcome everyone.
Pretty
fashy. You might hear occasional munching because I'm still eating dinner.
Oh goodness, that's disgusting. Even though I do that. Bison from Street Fighter? Yes. Thank you for the 5 chat.
Wait, really? Did Asmongold call up Proctor?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, and I knew this was going to happen eventually, where Proctor was just going to piss off the right person, I guess. So Proctor made a tweet saying that if Iron Mouse wasn't a VTuber, she would hate VTubers, and she would not be a V. She wouldn't, if she was not like stuck in a wheelchair. She, 1, wouldn't be a VTuber, and 2, she would hate VTubers. And he basically said that Iron Mouse is a fake. And Asmongold basically bitched at him and said, "You are you're a sick person or a sick individual."
I mean,
and it's just kind of funny. Not gonna lie, it was kind of funny to see. But I think we'll probably talk. No, not even probably. We'll definitely talk about it more on Thursday. But here I can briefly show you chat. Oh, no, we're not playing that song. Thank you for the 5, though. I appreciate it. That's assuming it is. Oops, wrong thing here. Sorry, we're using Dogwave. Here, chat. Dogwave. So this is the thing here, chat. So Proctor says, if Iron Mouse wasn't seriously ill, she'd be an average flesh streamer and hate VTubers. The only reason she is one is because that's what her life circumstances forced her to be. It's a very mean thing to say. I'm going to be honest with you. Very mean thing. And again, it's just kind of funny considering that, like, Proctor is a huge simp for Kirsch. And guess who Kirsch loves more than anything else in the world? Asmongold. Asmongold is loved by Kirsch more than anything else. All right. So the biggest, most ultra mega simp that owns the TVA and is a simp for Kirsch and does ops for her, mostly without her asking, in my personal opinion, he got bitched at by Asmongold. And Asmongold is if it would be the funniest thing in the world if Asmongold just like pulled up Zakharov's tweet and just like continued to bitch at him. Not gonna. I mean, it would be funny, you know. Kirsch saw that tweet. No, 100% Kirsch saw that tweet. I don't know, but I just think it's funny because, like, I don't know. He tries to be like this hard ass, this badass, and sometimes I agree with him. And when it comes to the streamer awards, which I guess we could probably talk a little bit about tonight. I legitimately, I mean, like everybody agrees that the burnt peanut guy isn't a VTuber, not like a traditional VTuber. And like he's bringing in people from other normie spaces that are going to shit up the medium. Just kind of like how I said with fucking Jellywig, Ludwig. Sorry, I had to use his alternate name to remember what he was actually called. Just like Ludwig, I predicted that the more that these people were let into a space, the more that it would get shit up by normal ass people that I don't want, and lots of other people don't want in. And we can all agree that he's not a VTuber, but Proctor saying this, it's just like, okay, listen, bud, I could be critical of Iron Mouse, but I would not bring in her like life-threatening illness that she suffers from like that. That's just like, oh, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna say a whoa, buddy, is what I'm gonna say right here. And so Asmongold's bitching at him is it's just really funny because now everybody in the comments is calling Zakharov a lefty, which is funny because I don't think that he is a lefty. I think he hates leftists.
I have no comment here. I don't know anything about this.
I just find it funny. That's all I'm gonna say. Like the biggest comment I'm gonna say about the Streamer Awards, probably before Hump Day, is just that, oh my gosh, I can't believe Proctor decided to be the biggest retard ever and say some of these things. If Iron Mouse wasn't bound to a wheelchair, she'd be singing in the opera. Probably. I don't really, I'm gonna be real with you again. It's very unfortunate the where she is, but Proctor saying this is just
one of those things you acknowledge in private, but you don't make a public statement on. Yep.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things I think about other VTubers, but it's just like I'm not really gonna say them because I'm not interested in starting a fight right now. You know.
I can't wait for the new model.
Because you're eating.
Actually, I just finished eating.
Oh, it's because you looked away from your camera. By the way, you're using the new.
I am using the new.
Was it Elgato camera? Mm-hmm. How's that?
It is doing very good. I had to buy a extender for it because I'm sure the cable is too stiff.
Not really. I'm able to like finagle it in the way I want it to.
Okay, but my setup and where it would go. There's a monitor where it goes.
Yeah, I would say that like eventually I'm gonna have to get extenders because I want to put my PCs underneath my computer so I have more room on my desk.
Mm-hmm.
And in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to get extenders and longer HDMI cables for basically everything.
So it's less of an extender and more of a side connector. So it's still plugged in the same way, but instead of going straight out the back, the actual cord for the mic or the headset, the webcam is going out the side of it instead of out straight out the back. Excuse me. Which I think is maybe causing some slight issues. But the tracking, and Winters brings up, tracking feels better. The tracking feels so much better with this model, with this webcam. Let me guess, crap cable management? We don't talk about my cable management.
Oh, chat. Listen, if you saw listen, I don't think I've posted pictures of it, but like I have decided to hide all of my cable management in a nice little tray that hides it from view. You can barely see the cables. Mm-hmm. But if you look at temps, you're gonna have an aneurysm.
In my
just
defense,
saying. You're too lazy to fix it. That's the defense.
I've already said I will fix it when I either get a new desk or I move.
It's not happening,
what I want to do, what I really
neither of those will happen.
What I truly want to do is I want to get a secret lab desk. Have you seen those?
What do you mean? No.
Hold on. We're gonna do this right now.
Send it to me.
I'm gonna stream it. I'm gonna do even better.
I mean, that works too. By the way, chat, if you're curious, I have agreed to play Fortnite with some friends, and so I am going to be playing some Fortnite tonight.
Okay, so this is the secret lab desk.
Oh, hold on. I have to figure out where the screen through, because it's not showing me where the screen is. There it is. There you go. Okay.
So it looks simple. It looks like a basic ass desk to you.
It's
right?
got the tray underneath. That's what you're excited about.
has
That's what I have.
It has the tray, the cable management tray.
Yeah, that's what I have. So,
But
well, I
also-
don't have that, but
Here. We'll look at the video. I'm not gonna have to play audio because it doesn't actually matter.
yeah, don't play the audio.
Is that a better one? Yeah, this is like a advertisement, I guess. But it has add-ons to it where you could add. It's entirely a magnet. Like the top is entirely magnetic.
So don't put your wallet on it.
Yes, but
Oh, he's doing it for the RGB chat. It's 100% for the
God
RGB.
no! Oh God! But here, this is the big one. Headset. I could put the computer literally on the desk because that's part of the problem as well. Because my computer is stationary, which is
Yes.
great, but that causes the cables to go up and down with the desk, not all together, which causes some cable management problems.
Not really. You just gotta like thread them through to the computer, because that's like what I'm planning on doing.
Right. But what I want to do. Oh God, why did you do that? I did not give
Because you clicked
permission
on
to
it.
do- Oh, those are videos. Okay. Duh.
Yeah.
So I would like to actually get one of these eventually. So I
So,
could
A
like,
$1,000 desk right there.
It is
Not
over
bad.
$1,000, yeah. But this
Buy
is
the dog the desk or dox him so he'd have to move. Don't do either of those. Okay, buy them the desk. Don't do the other one.
yeah. Don't do the other one, please. But
Peanuts fans hate me for saying he's in a VTuber. We'll talk about that on Tuesday, I think.
We'll talk
'cause
about it
Tuesday is
tonight,
my day
too.
off. You want to talk about it a little bit tonight?
We'll talk about it a little bit tonight too.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, this is the kind of desk I want. I would obviously get a white one because my current one is white and it matches my computer. But
Oh, fucking white supremacist. You're even wearing the hat, so.
so again, it's a thing I would like to do eventually, but it's not a now thing.
It's a nice looking desk, trust me. It's not the desk I want to, because you know that like for the past couple of years I've had this dream for a really nice desk.
Mhm.
And like I'm kind of downsizing what I kind of want for it. It used to be like it would have to be a duo standing sitting desk. Now it's just gonna be a sitting desk. But what I want to do, and chat, this is really just because I'm autistic and I think it would be cool, is I want to have these little holders for the computers that can slide out. And so in order for that to work, you would have to have longer cables. So eventually I'm just going to have to buy long extenders for my USB stuff and longer HDMI cables so that they can reach up to the screens. And the goal is to have the computers slide out like they're part of a rack so that you can perform maintenance on them. Are we going to cover the Game Awards on Thursday? Thursday the 11th is the Game Awards. So I believe that me and Mizu are going to cover the Game Awards on Thursday.
I know.
I think
planning to stream it.
KVM? No, not a KVM. I do have a KVM, although it's not like a device. I have a KVM program called Synergy, which
Is great.
I might have something for chat in regards to Synergy in the future. Stay tuned, but I will be I'll
Okay.
talk about that hopefully later.
I have seen chat request it. I will abide.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we'll use that one. All right, chat.
Oh, dear sweet baby Jesus.
I think I just gave Octo a heart attack.
Why are there marbles below your desk?
This? Oh, that's
Yeah.
It's coins.
Are those coins?
Those are
Oh,
coins.
okay.
So
The Commissar fleet?
this-
Yes,
this-
the Commissar fleet.
This jar right here is actually like dimes, pennies, and nickels, and the jar next to it right here is
Mhm.
quarters.
Chat, there is actually a flea sleeping underneath the Commissar hat for Temp.
There is. I did not move that flea. That flea is still there.
It's still there, so it's sleeping under the hat.
And model updates for both of you. Yes. So I'm actually gonna give you all a little bit of an inside look, kind of. the artist I'm working with on a new model, not the main one I'm getting from Ari, but oh god, that face. Another model I'm getting because it's gonna replace the one I'm using now. I'm talking to the artist. They're probably going to message me literally midstream. So we will see.
That
Obviously,
is so
we're not
terrifying.
moving to the model tonight because it's not going to be done, but we are starting the process hopefully tonight.
Like in Ratatouille, yes, the flea controls temp.
Exactly. But yeah, this is my underdesk cable management. It was a lot worse. I will fully admit this was a lot worse.
Oh, it's still like, again, your laziness has just allowed this to like be like this. You should not like you have no idea just like how much it hurts me, man.
I know.
Like,
That's a
again,
fire hazard, and it works.
yes, it is an extreme fire hazard.
It works.
You know what? You know what's funny is there is actually videos for cable management.
There are, and
Hold
again, this
on.
is the thing. Is like, could I do it? Absolutely, but I want to do it properly with a new desk or when I move.
Chat. I watched this guy's video right here. This guy named Network Chuck. Here, I'm not going to show you the whole video, but like I want to scrub. Okay, so here is a picture of his rack. All right. Now my rack is
Nice
half
rack.
the size of his rack. But look at the cable management. This is like all levels of terrifying in here. Oh, it's awful. Thankfully he did clean it up. Like he went from like this horrible mess to like to better, and then he like reviews other people's stuff. But this is just like, if I see your rack like this, I'm just, no, it's a failure. It's a failure. Oh, I hate it.
Also, this cable right here, anyone curious, this is for the desk. Like the one
Oh,
the very one in the
stopped
front is
showing
for the
your
desk.
That's a bird's nest. It is a rat's nest, chat.
This cable right here, you all can't see my mouse. Right, here you go. This one right here is actually a very, very long HDMI cable that goes from my GPU.
Why don't you just get it? Why don't you just like why don't you just zip tie it? Hide it.
It had a clip on it, actually. I don't know where that clip is now.
It's a flea's nest. What are you supposed to do if you use all the ports? What do you mean? If you use all the ports, you use all the ports. My hope is one day I can use all the ports on my 16 port switch and have to get a 24 or a 48 port switch.
But yeah,
that's a lot of devices.
Because like right here, you can see it. I have two surge protectors right here. I have a USB hub, and I have the charger to my laptop right here, which is going to be my streaming computer when I finally get off my ass and get that fixed.
Say, chat, just so much
things to do.
Lazy. You would get a workout by reorganizing, because I sweat quite a. When I do all this, you know, I mean, obviously, when I did my last cable reorganizing back during my time when I lived in my other house, I took up quite a sweat doing it. I had to turn on a fan, so you'll get a workout by doing this.
Absolutely, I would. And again, I have removed many a cable down here I don't need. But some people do need to remember, some people, Occo, that gaming and streaming are not my only things. I do also do work. So things at my desk are also tied to work, which means some of these cables. And also, I'm running 4 displays, which means you have to have an HDMI cable or DisplayPort cable and a power cable for each single one.
Here's the thing. That's not an excuse to not spend like an hour in cable organized. Just tell your dad, I need to fix this mess. I'm sure he'd understand. I'm sure that his desk looks nice. Actually, now I kind of want to just like text him, and I just want to text him and say, "Can you show me your cable management?" I'm gonna ask him.
I mean, you can ask. Occo is building Jarvis. Again, like, could I make this look really nice if I really sat down with it? Sure, but I don't want to it's working for me. I don't want to just start messing with cables and something not work. It's working. I will mess with it later. It's not in my way. The cables are literally like, I can hit one cable right now, and it's just a Ethernet cable that I could actually remove because it was for, because you remember the original Switch dock does not have an Ethernet port on it. So I had to buy one of the USB extenders or adapters
Right.
to get wired connection on the Switch. So that's what that one is, and I just haven't removed that one because my Switch is not there, because I can't use my Switch how I used to, because that capture card has to be used for dual PC streaming.
Right.
Which is also why
Just get a second capture card.
Switch. I want to. It is on the list, but
that's what I have.
But I did also have to make the decision, because I almost bought one of the capture card Neo, the smaller, cheaper one from Elgato.
Yeah.
But I had to decide, do I want to do that or the webcam? And I made the choice of the webcam is probably going to be better long term right now.
Yeah.
So that's just a later thing.
Yeah. Chat's asking why Mr. Beast. I don't know. I don't remember having this skin. Why is the 6-7 meme there? What the fuck? I'm playing Fortnite because some friends want to play Fortnite with me.
We got raided. Thank you for the raid, Avenged. How was your stream?
Hold on. Maybe I won't if it doesn't stay on top.
So, otherwise, chat. I know this was a thing that we decided, but it's fine. We got a lot of people to come in and everything on the stream. So, how about we get started on topics? You wanted to talk about this to start with, didn't you? The
Christmas Carol thing? Yeah, this one's a little bit... This is a little political. Hold on a moment.
It is, which means you're taking the lead on this one.
Why the fuck will... Okay, Discord is being retarded right now.
Yeah.
I guess I can't play Fortnite because Discord is being stupid. There you go, chat.
What do you mean?
So, this is maybe just a tiny bit political. You'll have to reverse it to the front.
I mean, it's just going to replay, I think.
This guy is, as it says here, the Muslim mayor of a London city. And so since he is Muslim, obviously he does not believe in Christ. They are all singing a Christian song about Christ being born again. And this is his face that he is making as he is singing the carol. He is very obviously perturbed that he has to sing the Christmas carol.
Yeah, he is.
Now, what's funny is I saw another clip. I didn't include it, but like there is another clip where where they're showing off how he celebrates Ramadan and how nice he's being during Ramadan. But like when you show him when he's supposed to like help other people celebrate Christmas, he's just like so off put by it and so upset by it. It's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
He just does not look happy right now.
Then he shouldn't be in that position.
What, be the mayor?
Yeah, he should leave. He should go back to his own place.
Damn. My personal opinion is...
I'm gonna say of his own volition, so YouTube and Twitch will get mad at me. He should formally resign and go back home.
My personal opinion is if we want to be all nice and cultural, because I grew up under the idea that everybody can be nice to everybody. Because like, you know, in my family we were Christian, but my mom used to be a pagan. And we celebrated a lot of other cultures' activities just because we wanted to learn more about it. If everybody was willing to do that, there would be no problem right here. Problem is I know that a lot of people of faith, Muslim faith, will not do that. They refuse to. And I think he's probably one of them. And again, it's fine if you don't want to celebrate other people's faiths, but that makes it kind of difficult when you are the mayor and people still want to celebrate other faiths, religions. So it's just kind of like broski. Guys, no.
Okay.
I know that Ava told me she was settling in for the day. People asked me, and Ava said she's unable to. But did I celebrate Indian poop throwing festival? No. So what's funny about that poop throwing festival? I think a lot of people don't understand. It's from one tiny village in India. So there was a little bit of like confusion about that. It was from one spot in India, but it still was a thing from India, which is why a lot of people were clowning on it.
Real quick, if I saw Ava ask if anyone wants to know where we got the hat, I put it in chat.
Yeah, but no. I mean, we celebrated when I was young. My mother had us celebrate. We celebrated Hebrew holidays. We celebrated Greek holidays, Roman holidays. Well, I mean, those are older holidays. They probably aren't celebrated that much now. We did go to an Indian temple when I was a kid, and I hated the food because I was like a kid. Celebrated Kwanzaa. I don't think we celebrated Kwanzaa. But yeah, so we did celebrate a lot of, because again, like when you're trying to learn about other cultures, yeah, you're gonna like try and learn about what they how they celebrate themselves. And again, I am of the opinion of live and let live. If somebody else wants to live their life the way that this mayor does, that's fine. But he should be willing, if he wants other people to celebrate his culture, he should be willing to do the exact same thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Is
Oh.
I'm willing to partake and listen to you pray and be nice with you, but you got to do the exact same back. And if you're not willing to, then you shouldn't be.
Chat,
What?
that's mean. Fuck the hat. Look at the nose. And I was like, what nose do you mean? And I turned back on the video. It's like, oh, that one.
What one?
Look on the stream. Look at the guy's nose.
There's nothing wrong with his nose. Oh. There's nothing wrong with his nose. He's a Muslim. Chat, no! Oh, that's mean.
I've tried Japanese curry. So yeah, Japanese curry is very, very good.
Play the special song. Chat, I can't play the song. He's Muslim. Can't do that.
So I see people talking about the Warner Brothers Netflix stuff.
We'll get to that. We'll get
to that tonight. Don't worry.
He's one of Rage's people, maybe. I don't know.
That must be a master ethno guess.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Right, well, since we're not playing Fortnite, you guys know
to
what we're playing instead.
Minecraft.
I wanted to play some Fortnite, but I guess the Discord doesn't want to work. I'm upset right now. I don't know how to fix that. And I don't think you know how to fix that either.
Well, I don't even know what's going on. You didn't tell me.
Discord doesn't want to stay on top. Like I try and pin it and it won't do it.
Oh, I don't know. I need more time to look at that.
It's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm just annoyed with it.
Play Helldivers.
I don't think it will work with Helldivers either. I think it works with Minecraft because Minecraft is a simple program. Discord is a bottom. Yes.
Discord is a bottom.
Anyway.
Yeah, Discord overlay doesn't like full screen games. Just put it into windowed. Yeah, you could do that too. Try that.
Fair. Also, hello, Victus. Haven't seen you in the chat in a moment. I hope you're doing good. I saw that Victus made a clip of you. I think that means that he likes you.
I know Victus was talking about it because Victus jumped in when we were doing the Arc Raiders stream with Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way,
didn't see it
very well. I have not seen it yet. No.
Oh, you should. It was a good clip.
Hold on,
it was funny.
Let me see if I can find it.
It was really funny. Will the same thing happen with Marvel Legends? I don't know.
Where is it? Victus, did you post it on your Twitter or is it?
Victus, send it to him. It's funny. By the way, chat. I'll only mention it maybe once or twice, but I have updated the alert noises and changed some text around.
I found it.
There, did you find it?
I found it.
Perfect. Hold on. Go ahead.
Oh, wait, hold on. Can you talk real? Okay, never mind. It is showing up. I need to make sure that chat can even hear this. So this is definitely from the Arc Raiders stream. I can see the background. But I kind of understand what they mean as someone who is a redhead. And having been replaced in society by black people kind of stinks. But I can't believe this VTuber would spread that racist black replacement theory. It's true, though. And there is a bonus Winters right here, and a Marshall.
Oh, that's really funny. Congratulations. You got your first real big clip.
I did.
It's funny.
It's
Congrats.
true, too.
What's the link to his channel so I can avoid him?
What did I just watch? Ava, you are also being replaced. You don't know it yet.
Damn. All right, somebody suggested that I need to put Fortnite in windowed mode. I will try that before I give up on it.
When are you getting the Gyaru model? There's no Gyaru model intended. Maybe one day, though. I'm not going to say no.
Temp's got to start out first with something small.
I do need my proper model first.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Gyaru doesn't mean that you're tanned, by the way.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Just means that he's very... It's very... Because, like, the whole thing about being a Gyaru is not, like, conforming, basically. I mean, that's kind of why Occo is Occo.
I'm going to show this
Maybe
on
it will
stream
work.
as well, because thank you, Gabby, for this. This is hilarious.
Maybe it will work. Oh. Yeah, that one was pretty funny. Gabby's been making some funny memes, and that one was pretty good. All right. Chat, I think it'll work. I think it'll work.
Wait until
here.
Temp has a top-heavy model first. Oh, don't worry, it's coming.
Windowed full screen. Windowed. No, yeah, windowed full screen is what I want.
People are trying to cancel Iron Mouse for defending the peanut guy. There's not really anything to defend there. Like, he was... If you really want to say he was a VTuber, fine. He was a VTuber before this all started anyway. Like, there's nothing
Oh
really...
my gosh, Fortnite. I'm going to have to kill Fortnite because it's just choosing not to work. When it comes to that guy, my understanding is he doesn't even consider himself a VTuber.
So,
and two,
I've commented on this twice yesterday, and I've been berated for my comments on it. Apparently, he did say he is not a VTuber, he is a PTuber.
Okay.
Because he's a peanut.
Well, yeah, that's I heard that.
But again, I want to make it everyone known is like, even though I made those comments, it's like I flat out said that's as far as I know. I don't watch him. I've just seen clips of him because I have the occasional art creators pop up in my YouTube Shorts feed.
Yeah, that's my understanding of it. Is that's what he does. Again, my problem is it is less so him. And more just like, it's the same argument that I had when Ludwig came in. And the individual that comes may not necessarily be the worst guy in the world. But like the people that they bring with them are not what I'm interested in. Because all of the fans that he's bringing with them are actively like, they don't respect the medium. They don't respect the people. They're calling all of the people that don't like him pedophiles. And it's just like, so you don't understand why we gatekeep, because like what's unfortunate is so many people are now saying, oh, why are you gatekeeping? And it's just like, because of these motherfuckers. It's not even because of him, it's because of the people that come with him. Well, I'm glad that I am the most liked person that you listen to after Kino Casino. I'm glad to know that. Listen, the fact that anybody says that I am the most listened to thing that they have is like, it kind of like, it brings such mirth into my heart. So I deeply appreciate that.
I'm gonna see if I can find a clip to kind of like explains the kind of person that Peanut is.
My whole thing with him is just like, yeah, I don't consider him a VTuber. I consider him just like some sort of weird adjacent. And like, I'm not saying that's just a bad thing. I just don't like him, and I don't like what he's bringing with him, and that what he's bringing with his audience that he's bringing with him, I don't like.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm
And
upset with it.
and I will admit, now as someone that actively plays Arc Raiders, I have seen many a person use some of his usage of words in the game. So he has definitely made an impact on the Arc Raiders community. So what I have here is actually a clip. Again, I don't quite know which clip it is because he, like, again, has so many people that watches him. This could be literally anything. But all I know is he's getting excited. So.
Oh my god! My best fight I've ever had! I just found a level 4 Bobcat with a pink attachment and a gold attachment. I'm not even joking.
Shit.
We're rigged!
His tone is annoying.
It's very Zoomer behavior.
It's very Zoomer
I mean, like,
behavior.
yeah. Ooh, sliding. That's
Why does
cool.
he sound like a battered tech tone? Damn.
Damn, indeed. Again, I'm not like somebody that hates him. I've heard a couple people say that he is shitting on VTubers. I've not seen the clips for that. I just don't like the people that are coming with him.
Yeah.
And I don't think that a lot of people understand, because I've seen I saw people, again, Iron Mouse was saying, oh, if you hate him, you're cringe. I saw Smuggalana basically echoing a lot of similar sentiments. Smuggalana was just like, oh, I don't know why you guys care. We hate these people. And it's just like, I care because you don't know what comes with it. And I just think that you're retarded because you just don't know. That's better, right? Yeah, that one's better. You just don't know what comes with it. And I find you really confusing. Why does he sound like a mix between Ghost Politics and Homestar Runner? Oh, goodness.
He is for retarded kids, like my 14-year-old son. Yes, actually. Well, I'm not gonna say I agree with the retarded comment, but I will say he is definitely for the young kids audience.
It's very mean. I would never say something like that. But speaking of which, by the way, did you see that Tim Walz was called retarded by the president?
I did, and it's hilarious because it's true.
That was really bad. That was really bad of me, Chad. I did really bad there. I should have died. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't know. I just saw what you did, and that he wasn't even trying.
No, it might have been a bot. Going to be real with you, because I'm still new-ish.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Just
I hope I don't
real
die
quick,
while
I wanted to mention.
Here, let me get
when it comes to, and I don't even know this VTuber, P-tuber, whoever the hell he was. I don't think he even like. Look, he was a. What's the word for it? He was literally I think it was a bigger message to give him the award by basically telling everyone, "Hey, VTubers, you're not welcome." I don't think that's his fault. I don't think he even knew. But I honestly think from the powers that be up above, like, yeah, no, hey, all your hard work, all your fucking models, all of that shit, no. We don't care. You're not welcome. At least where the streamer awards are concerned.
Well, I mean, like, I've never really, again, we were making fun of QT Cinderella literally weeks ago because she cries, bitches, and moans about all of the people that don't like what she does. And so, like, the thing that people need to understand is I don't take the game seriously. I just look at all of the VTubers that are saying, "Oh my gosh, it's amazing that that he won this," and I'm just like, "Why is it amazing that this guy won this?" You realize that he is not you, and he will never be you, and he actually hates you, or might hate you. I don't know.
It's not it's like, guys, like you're praising what is quite literally the industry's like they view us as clowns. They view us like, hey, you're never going to actually win our respect. You know how I know? Because we're going to give this fucking peanut dude the fucking award that you have been pining for, over a year.
Now, I am seeing some people
and
say
again, nothing with that guy. I don't think he has anything to do with it. I just think that he was used as a, hey, this is how little we think of VTubers.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Now, I am seeing some people say he's an industry plant. I'm not gonna agree quite yet.
No, he's been doing what he's been doing for years. I
He-
don't think he's an industry plant.
He has. Again, I'm going to go with the theory that the reason he's so big right now, the reason he shot up so fast is Arc Raiders. Straight up. Because
Yeah.
he's been an
Yeah, Arc
extraction
Raiders, yeah.
shooter streamer for a while. But the only popular extraction shooter on the market is Tarkov, which only just recently went into 1.0 after Arc Raiders came out.
And isn't Tarkov not, or is it on Steam or not on Steam?
Tarkov just recently came out on Steam.
Yeah.
After Arc Raiders. It's like, it's doing good, but Arc Raiders is still dominating the market as far as player numbers. It is the most popular extraction shooter right now. Which is why he shut off, because a lot of people are looking for Arc Raiders clips, Arc Raiders streamers, Arc Raiders shorts, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And guess where he is? Number 1.
Yeah, Peanut made his fame on Tarkov.
Yep.
And I don't hate him necessarily for that, but like, again, I just think that I look at this and I'm like, you
Again,
guys,
I don't think it has anything to do with him.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think he just ended up being the guy to use. So like, hey, this is how little. And again, it's whoever's making the decisions on who wins these awards and stuff. It's those people that are quite literally pointing to him and going, this is how little we care about VTubers in general. He's just a mouthpiece. He doesn't have any fucking autonomy in this situation any more than any of us.
In
do.
fact, hell, in fact, is he streaming right now?
oh gosh.
The reason I say that is because I've seen him pop up in my recommended feed several times. And he always has between 40 to 50,000 people watching him on YouTube. So I'm curious. Yeah, so he
Double
streamed
kill.
18 hours ago.
good.
And that video, that 8-hour stream on YouTube has over 877,000 views.
Yeah.
So it's not just a Twitch thing. It is just an in general content creator thing. That's just how good he's doing.
Yeah, and he's doing great. None of this is to detract from the fact that he's doing good. He's fucking pulling numbers. He's doing what he should be doing as a content creator. I just feel bad because the powers that be, whoever these fucking people think that they can just puppet string everybody, go, yeah, we're gonna use him to mop the entire VTubing sphere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. What's
I
his
agree.
audience demographic like? I have no idea.
Probably kids.
What I can tell you, though, is that his audience, from what I've encountered, is annoying.
Very much so, yeah.
But again, when you start getting into the, millions, depending on your platform and the kind of audience that he definitely attracts, you're going to get kids. You're going to get the terminally online.
Yes, pretty much.
The same people who adopt similar, speech patterns. Those are the people you're going to get with him. And that's no fault of his. It's just the kind of people that he has attracted.
Their
But,
kids confirmed.
yeah.
We don't know
I-
that for sure.
That is all I wanted to come in and say about. So I will talk to you guys later.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one. Oh fuck! I have to turn off your Fugi.
Yeah, you do. Again,
I'm
I don't
trying
think
to
he's...
survive right now.
I'm on the side of he's not an industry plant. It's just he shot up at he was there at the right time.
Oh yeah, he definitely was. As with a lot of people. Chat, how am I doing? Am I doing good, chat? I don't really build very often in Fortnite.
The flea came out of the hat to say hi. Yes. The sad part is if I wanted to monetize the flea itself, I technically cannot. Technically.
I killed a sweaty dog.
I'm not playing Fortnite.
No, but the guy's name was Sweaty Dog.
But for those wondering why I might not be able to monetize the flea is technically owned design-wise by Team Cherry. So, but it's not to say that maybe one day we'll have a little thing like a Yippee. I mean, we have Wiggle Dog.
Yippies are fine. Okay, there's a guy over there.
Okay. So what do we say? We talk about something else.
Sure.
You know what?
Start
Let's
with?
talk about Tarkov.
All right.
We're on the
I mean,
topic
we
of
did
extraction
just
shooters.
basically announce it.
So there was IGN did a review of Tarkov on because it
Okay.
went into 1.0. I have not watched the review myself because I don't care about Tarkov. Like, it's, again, I've said it on stream before. It's like one of those things of like, if someone bought it for me, I'd play it on stream a couple times to see how I like it and maybe play with viewers,
Mhm.
and that's it. But IGN gave it a 6 and said, with more polished extraction shooters entering the fold since its initial arrival in 2018, Escape from Tarkov's 1.0 version becomes more difficult to recommend in 2025. Okay, fine. This person, One Peg, said, "Hi, your reviewer is lying. He stated he spent 10 hours in PvP and quit to play PvE due to cheaters. He didn't. He spent 30 minutes, maybe 2 raids. Now, for context, a raid is like, you go in one time, if you extract or die no matter what, that's still technically a raid.
Uh-huh.
Essentially, 2 runs. Maybe 2 runs. The first run is a tutorial mission in which you cannot die. The second run he recorded for your video review and died to an extract camper. Said this one person was cheating and quit to play PvE Tarkov. That person wasn't cheating. Your reviewer showed the death screen in the video review. I attached a copy of his account details. He's a typical 800 plus hour Tarkov player that appears to have started just prior to or during Tarkov's last wipe. He stated he spent 120 total hours in the game. He didn't. His account is 52 hours and 37 minutes old, not 120. Much of that time is spent in your stash, so he had roughly 70% of that time in PvE raids, except one, which I mentioned above already. If your reviewer...
That's funny. So this guy's just a straight up liar then.
Just a straight up liar. If your reviewer cannot be honest / lies about his time spent in game and his reasonings behind his opinions, it invalidates all his first-hand experience when formulating his opinions and why. Tarkov absolutely has its problems. There's a ton of jank, poor optimization, etc. This does not mean BSG is undeserving of a fair review from you and your organization, and it clearly is undeserving of claims being made by a first-hand account that does not exist for your reviewer.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
It's just funny to hear that they like had a liar like that. It was really funny.
Here's my question. Is Escape from Tarkov playable on Steam Deck? I don't think so, but I can check. According to this, no. But Arc Raiders is. You can play Arc Raiders on your Steam Deck. So if that's your thing. My big problem with Tarkov is they're saying it does have a PvE mode. Tarkov by itself is $50.
Really?
Yes.
Not bad.
Tarkov's PvE mode is $30.
So okay, if there's it's because it's PvE, does that mean that there's no you're just fighting robots or whatever's in the PvE mode? That's not bad. I kind of hope that comes to Arc Raiders, honestly.
I don't want
I sucked at attacking. Chat, I'm going to be honest. I still think I'm playing against a couple of bots. Just being honest with you. But if I am playing against real people, that's cool. I'm either playing against bots or kids.
So
I don't care either way.
I'm going to hot take you. I don't want a PvE mode in Arc Raiders.
No?
No. I honestly, genuinely believe a PvE mode would split the community. Like, I get it. It's kind of like no build mode in Fortnite or a PvE mode in Fortnite or, whatever. But when a lot of the community, like during big events, like a Matriarch event in Arc Raiders, PvE players, because there are technically 2 communities in the game. There's PvEers and there's PvPers, but they typically come together when it's a giant world boss or other things. Splitting that up, you're going to get less people. You're going to get less just genuine interactions, and you're just going to get a specific subset of people. And that's not going to be good for the game's health. Reminds me of the PvP / PvE split in Destiny. Exactly. PvE Tarkov split the community and only made it worse for it. Yep. So that's why I'm going to say I don't want there to be a split in Arc Raiders. Period. I don't know. Maybe a hot take, maybe not, but I don't want one.
I don't know. Again, I think the big problem when it comes to PvP is there are I don't know if the PvP market is bigger than non-PvPers. It probably is, gonna be real with you. But like sorry. Try not to die here. I think the thing that you're gonna find is there's enough PvE people that will just get upset
Yep.
without it. Oh, I died.
There are, and
Rip.
they're welcome to. You know what?
That's not bad.
If they want to, there's other games. But I would
PS4.
not
Not bad.
punish the people who actually love this game to accommodate a specific subset of people, a subsect of people. I still firmly believe what Arrowhead said when Helldivers 2 came out still holds true. A game made for everyone is a game made for no one. Do not accommodate specific people.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Extraction shooters live and die off of risk versus reward. There is no risk versus the PvE and arc raiders. The clankers can always be beaten, but if you want PvE, go play a co-op. Exactly. Absolutely. So, again, I never played an extraction shooter before arc raiders. And I'll tell you what. I am more interested in them now because of that split. In fact, playing arc raiders actually kind of made me more excited for Duskbloods. Because FromSoft has their PvE down. I firmly believe that Duskbloods is going to be used to kind of refine their PvP aspect and still try and deliver a genuine PvE experience. The problem with Duskbloods is very specifically is just going to be a Switch 2 exclusive.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I would be down to play Tarkov, but I'm not buying it for myself. I'm telling you that right now.
I'm not really interested in playing Tarkov. Again, I will only play arc raiders with other people, honestly.
And we need to do that again soon, so you actually have something, because you've only played it the one time.
Yeah.
We need to do it again.
And I might be trying to play arc raiders with other people. So
Yeah.
you know.
Do it. I mean, I have
Do
almost
have
30
to buy
hours
this
in the
battle
game.
pass?
I want to have more, but I'm not playing it like super like competitively. I'm very casual with it, but it's one of those things that it scratches that itch for me like Destiny does. Its gunplay feels great. Its world feels great. I love its music. I love its world. I love its art style. I love how it feels to play. It is just a fun game for me. And it is helping scratch that Destiny itch that we lost.
I'm glad it's scratching that itch for you. It definitely feels like the gunplay at the very least, it's nice and good for you. What am I trying to do? I was seeing, because like I know you're leveling up. Does the level up only work for the battle pass? If so, that's fine.
Statue is supposed to be an unannounced game. Some think it may be Bloodborne related. Again, I am holding firm to my theory that statue that Jeff Keighley is posting is Baldur's Gate 4. I know it sounds weird, but it actually kind of makes sense when you think about it. Where Baldur's Gate 3 only came out in 2020. Or sorry, not 2020. 2022.
Was I gonna say?
No, God. No. 2023 is when it came out.
Yeah. Because, like, let's see. If I'm remembering correctly, it was still, like, in Baby
August
Boy Alpha
2023.
when
Yeah.
you and I became friends.
Mm-hmm.
I would suggest new players get PvE for Tarkov so they can learn to play the game with Sherpa to guide them. There's so much knowledge and time needed.
That's fair.
No, yeah, that's probably fair. Bloodlines is a dumpster fire? Really?
Yeah, it is.
I didn't hear that.
Sorry, that just kind of halted my brain thought.
I have those sometimes. It's okay.
But the reason I think Baldur's Gate 4 is actually happening is it's not going to be Larian that's doing it. Because Larian has already wiped their hands of WotC or Hasbro.
Well,
like
they're definitely
they're happy they did Baldur's Gate 3, but feels too early for Baldur's Gate 4. See, you think that, but I am positive that Hasbro had someone else working on it almost immediately. And depending on the
I
studio
definitely
they
think
got,
something's working on it, but it's probably not them.
it depends on the studio. Because there's very few studios out there that can do a CRPG truly proper. Which is why I think Baldur's Gate 4 is going to be shit. Because they have to step up to the same level of quality that Larian did. And no studio besides the Larian and maybe Owlcat can accomplish what Larian did with 4. Or with 3.
Which one's Owlcat?
Owlcat is the devs behind the Pathfinder CRPG games and the Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader CRPG.
Okay.
They're the other ones. So Owlcat has actively come out and said, like, they have agenda they would like to push, but they cannot and will not do that if it means butchering the lore of what the story they're trying to tell is. Which is already a massive amount of respect for me. It's like, if you have a certain agenda you want to tell, but you won't for the sake of consistency. Which is great.
I would agree, yeah.
I have zero interest in a Baldur's Gate sequel that isn't made by Larian. Same. I don't care.
Well, I think a bunch of people wouldn't play it. Yeah.
I agree. In fact, I care more about what Larian's working on now than what they might have in the future, or than what Baldur's Gate 4 is going to be. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be Baldur's Gate 4, because a lot of these companies are saying it's not Elder Scrolls. In fact, here, let me bring that up, because I know we talked about it, or at least other people did. You know what? Only Waifu. I actually responded to them earlier about this same thing, and I'm going to pull that up right now. Here we go. So, according to some people, this is not a God of War game. This is not a Diablo 4 DLC. This is not Half-Life 3, which that one's a no-brainer. That is not Half-Life 3. This is not Lords of the Fallen, and this is not Elder Scrolls 6.
So then what is it?
That's the thing, is I don't know. I'm not sold on the not God of War part, because they were Santa Monica was the first ones to mention it, and there are rumors of a God of War remake. It could be Doom: The Dark Ages as a DLC.
How could it be God of War? Nobody's ever seen that before, have they?
Huh?
The thing, the angry looking thing that's on your screen right now. Have we seen that before?
No. But some
Okay.
people thought maybe it's a new game. Maybe it's like God of War in Egypt or something like that. Because the whole point of God of War is Kratos
Killing
going
every
around and
god that
killing
exists.
gods. So it could be Egypt. I don't know. Could be a new IP. It could be a Doom: The Dark Ages DLC. Absolutely, it could be. In fact, the only reason I mentioned only Waifu is because they joked saying it's Dark Souls 4, and Asher replied to them saying, I don't believe it's Dark Souls 4, but I don't think we can actually rule out the possibility this might be Elden Ring 2. Because it actually is about that time when we'd start hearing about a new single-player FromSoft game.
Do you think it would be Elden Ring 2?
It's plausible, because besides Duskbloods and Night Rain, we don't have anything, and those are both...
I would have thought that Duskbloods or Night Rain would have just been their things that they're
Night
working on
Rain
for a
just got
while.
its DLC, and as far as we're aware, Night Rain is done.
Okay.
Duskbloods hasn't come out yet, but Duskbloods comes out sometime next year, which means it's probably done. Which means Miyazaki can move on to something else.
Uh-huh.
I still don't believe this is a Asian game. So I like Capcom, FromSoft, Square Enix, like any Asian company, because I don't believe an Asian company would make a statue like this and then throw it somewhere in America. That doesn't make sense to me.
No, I don't think that would be the case. It has to be an American IP.
Exactly. I know some people have mentioned
what I believe.
American or Canadian. It could also be Canadian. But
yeah, I could see that, sure.
But I don't know. Again, that's why I think it might be Baldur's Gate 4. That is definitely a possibility. Can I link this post? I can link this post.
We're not getting another Armored Core? Probably not.
I can't say yes or no to that one. I'm not sold on the not God of War bit, mostly because I still follow along the same concept of what Nintendo kind of proved to us is when you don't talk about something, it's not confirmed, but if you say something, it makes it more believable. And Santa Monica were the first ones to say it's not God of War. So that's kind of got me like, but you could also be saying that to deflect the fact that it is God of War. Because I don't know. Again, we'll see. So, yeah, I know Armored Core 6 came out. I still have to finish Armored Core 6. So and there hasn't been a DLC for Armored Core 6 either, and I know some people are begging for it.
I guess it's a question of whether or not
but this statue
that's in development.
Exactly. Well, and this statue has so many things indicating it's a fantasy thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, bears, crocodiles.
It's some kind of fantasy. I'll tell you that much.
It's some kind of fantasy thing. But that removes Armored Core from the list. That might remove a new Doom from the list. It's the only reason we're saying Doom the Dark Ages, because Dark Ages at least kind of fits this iconography.
That's why I think that's why a lot of people were hopping onto it as Doom, but like.
But this doesn't make sense for Doom because Doom the Dark Ages did not do well.
Did it not?
No, it did not.
Oh.
Well, because Dark Ages had forced ray tracing, and also it was also the first game.
Right.
That
I forgot about
they got
that.
rid of the musical artist. I forget his name from Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal.
Was that because he was too much for them?
Yes, he was. He did not align with id's political beliefs, so they fired him.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Gordon. Am I correct about that?
Okay, fair enough.
So I know a lot of people had problems with the game because he was let go because of reasons.
A lot of health I just lost there from falling. Fair enough. I don't know. I don't know.
Ironically, it's kind of part of the same reason why Destiny started failing, because Michael Salvatore was let go because of his own political beliefs. On that note, I want to bring this up real quick.
Wasn't he brought back though?
Wasn't he
Was he back?
He was brought back.
Yeah, I was gonna say they brought him
expansion.
back because they need his ass.
Yeah, he was brought back for Renegades, which I'm actually hearing Renegades as a campaign, like as an expansion, is actually pretty good. It's not like the best thing ever, but I am hearing it's pretty decent.
Thank you for the 10. No, yeah, I agree. Sorry, continue, Temp.
To me, them teasing does not matter. I have a list of games I want to buy but can't afford. That in the industry made me assume all games are garbage until proven by the gamers. Yes, pretty much. We'll get into it a little bit later, but it's also one of the reasons why Prime 4 is doing weird. Prime 4
just came out, didn't it? Prime 4 came out and I learned about it after the fact. So it's out now, right?
It is out
people
now,
are playing
yes.
it?
Yes.
Okay. And I've heard that it's okay.
So the actual gameplay I've heard is fine. The actual gameplay I've heard is actually still Metroid. It's still Metroid Prime. But there are some design decisions like no music in the overworld.
Yes, which is stupid.
Yeah, it's only there if you pay $30 for the amiibo or you get all scans and do New Game Plus. Okay, fine.
Yeah. So pay $100 or
exactly.
Or just don't have music, I guess.
Exactly. I know I saw a clip as well where if the clip I'm going to use as an example, I talked about it yesterday with Magma where we were playing Abiotic. But there was a clip that went through the This guy had to go to an ice area, but there was an ice wall, so we need to get a fire upgrade for Samus's gun to melt the ice wall to progress forward. So he went to a fire area to maybe get that upgrade. He got the upgrade, but it did not automatically install. He had to leave the fire area, go through a cutscene all the way after going across the desert again to go to your main hub to have the tech nerd guy install it for her.
I saw.
And then you had to go back to the ice area, which means to go through another unskippable cutscene, drive all the way to the desert area to go back to the ice area to melt that wall.
God.
Yeah. It's not good.
Yeah, I just, again, my biggest problem with this whole the game is, like, part of the great thing about Metroid is the mystique of being alone. And they have had games where Samus isn't 100% alone. I almost called her Metroid, which would have been really funny.
That's really funny.
There are games where she is not necessarily all alone, but, like, part of what makes Metroid good is that you aren't bothered by a lot of other people.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And
What
I don't
color
even
there?
mind.
Aw.
Oh, is that what Samus looks like in... Oh.
John Metroid.
Sorry. I wanted to find that clip specifically. And from what I can tell, if you get 100%, this is what Samus looks like. You can see her face. And she looks actually pretty good.
Oh gosh, they made her Brie Larson.
Oh my gosh, she does kind of look like Brie Larson. I hate you.
They made Samus Brie Larson.
She doesn't look bad, by the way. This is not saying she looks bad.
Oh. I'm sorry, chat. That I just kind of. I mean, like, I don't listen. That's just what it looks like. All right, I don't care too much. I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, they made her Brie Larson.
I hate
They're
that.
planning a Metroid movie, probably.
I'm sure
Nobody
they
tell
are.
Quarter Pounder. I heard Quarter Pounder was complaining about his views again. Brie Larson will probably play Samus in the movie because of that comment. No, chat, please don't curse the world with that. I don't mind, you know, it's just like, because not every blonde woman is Brie Larson, but the face shape just like, I look at the face shape and I'm like, oh my gosh, did they actually like, you know what I mean? maybe I'm being like super bigoted right now. Chat, am I being super bigoted right now? Brie Larson is Rosalina. That is true.
Yeah, she is good. She
You know
is
what's
playing
funny?
Rosalina.
Rosalina, I was kind of like whatever with it. I guess she's like a big fan of Rosalina and Mario. So
Yes, she is.
hopefully that means that she won't like fuck.
Well, also,
Okay, because here's the thing. When it comes to Brie Larson, her acting isn't necessarily the worst in the world. I don't think that she was a horrible actor. I just think that she couldn't keep her mouth shut about her personal politics, and that made everybody dislike her.
yes,
That's the problem with her. And that's why nobody wanted to deal with her, is because of the politics. So if she just stopped talking about the politics or stopped being insane and saying weird things in public, I don't think people would have cared about her that much.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Prove me wrong, chat, but like that was my understanding. Is just like she was just insufferable to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
She kicked her boyfriend out to play Galaxy. Okay, that's kind of funny.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, like, I don't recommend that, but like that's just a little bit funny. Go ahead, Tom.
I can't
Sorry.
find that clip I'm thinking of.
What clip?
Oh, no. So actually, some people have brought it up, and I think actually it's a very good, like, example of what this game is. I had someone bring up to me that Metroid Prime 4 actually feels like Breath of the Wild in some way.
Okay. How so?
But this very specifically the overworld. Massive overworld, nothing to do, no music. Get from point A to point B to point C to point D. And that is it. That is exactly the same problems that Breath of the Wild has.
Right. It was that and how Miss Marvel. No, I mean, I'll agree that the way the Captain Marvel was written was kind of shit. I won't disagree with you on that. But I do think that, like, you know, if she didn't do her own personal politics and didn't, like, try and shit on a whole bunch of people, I don't think people would have, like, cared as much. I think that was just, like, a major problem that she had.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and another part of the problem with Prime 4 is actually the fact that there are technically shrines.
Wait, there are shrines in Prime 4?
Yes.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Which means there's just basic ass shit to do in the empty ass overworld.
Why?
Which means you have to do that for 100%.
Why though? The best part about Metroid was just like, because like that slows it down so much. I'm so confused.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't find the clip. It's fine. I wanted to show it, but I can't find it. Again, if you like Prime 4, I'm so glad. I'm very glad. I still intend to play it when I have the time to actually buy it and sit down with it and everything. And I honestly, I will probably still enjoy it as like a Metroid game. I will probably still enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's going to have problems. Hell, I know it has problems. Because Metroid always has problems because Nintendo doesn't know what the hell to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason Mario and Zelda typically succeed, even if the game is mediocre. But Metroid, you don't see many Metroid games at all. So people expect either it's amazing or it's shit. You know, in case in point, Other M. Other M is considered bottom of the barrel shit.
Oh, for a lot of different reasons, yeah. Nintendo people heard people liked Metroid, so they said, "How do we stop that?" Fair.
So, again,
well, I was going on vacation on Tuesday. You know what happens when VTubers go on vacation? True. I wonder who's getting. Wonder who's gonna get a Google Docky.
But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the most we could talk about Prime 4 because that's all everyone is talking about is what we just discussed.
Gosh, I'm just like, why?
And there's not really much to discuss here with the Michael Salvatore thing. It's like, oh yeah, he's back. And that's it. So this actually happened. So the DLC for Night Rain came out. Night Rain, the Forsaken Hollows, which I have yet to play any because I've been working on other things. So I've yet to touch
but
it.
But you really love Night Rain. I have not really played a whole lot of it. So it's yeah.
My biggest problem with Night Rain is because when it was advertised, it's basically a roguelike. You know, very akin to like Isaac or Into the Gungeon or Dead Cell, something like that. But I think what I really wanted out of this game was very specifically kind of like, but what if FromSoft but Isaac? In terms of how it's like the run.
And did you get that?
No, because the game has so many different like weather effects and world effects and bosses and items and drops, and the game really does function like a roguelite, but it's predictable. Like you can select any boss you want to go to from the menu.
Oh, I see.
So it's a very select subset of what you might experience, and that to me doesn't bring a lot of end game longevity. Because if I could go into a run with like, I don't know what boss I'm going to get for like my final boss of the run, that would make it so much better for me. Because then I may think, oh, what if it's this thing and I plan for this thing and I don't get that thing. So my run is all based on luck. No, it's not too easy. It's still a FromSoft game. It is hard. It's just if you have a subsect, if you choose a very specific boss, you know how to map your run out if you're looking for very like weaknesses. Which to me, if I'm going into a roguelite, I expect to have some RNG, and there really typically isn't any RNG here. Or at least doesn't feel like it.
Oh, fuck. They have the fucking. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, do you think it would be a legitimately way better experience if you didn't know the bosses? Like, do you think that more people would enjoy that, or do you think less people would enjoy that?
I think it's a 50-50 on that one. I know there is the oh god, what is it called? I want to say Deep of Night. I think it's called Deep of Night, which kind of is what I'm looking for. But every run in Deep of Night gets progressively harder, which technically is what I'm looking for. But it is like the end all be all, like the hardest activity in the game. So like if that's not your cup of tea, but you still want that RNG, you don't have that.
Here's my question: are you done with it yet, or have you still not?
I finished the main story of the base game.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not finished it for the DLC, obviously, because I've not started the DLC yet.
Right.
It's just one of those things of I intend to. Now, I do know that one of the new characters has an emote, and she's caked.
Oh, I heard about that one. Yeah.
So,
a lot of people are like making art of her right now.
Oh, yeah. The Undertaker is getting so much Rule 34 art. In fact, she's even kind of adopted a new name in the community called the Undercaker. Yeah.
That's funny.
I don't want longevity in a video game. I want every single one to have an end. I can move on to another game. That's fair. But when I'm told this is a online roguelike game, I do want something to look forward to every run. But the way that it ends up being is like, what I'm looking for, I could just go play any kind of FromSoft game I want. I could still map my run, but I can make a challenge for myself. There typically isn't a challenge here. It's, again, it's weird. I still really like that.
She can take my unders. Oh my gosh, chat.
All right. So I wanted to get into our main topic. It's already been almost an hour and a half. So let's actually get into some of our
Which main
stuff.
topic?
We're gonna talk about Netflix.
Okay, that was my main topic. I don't know if it was yours.
No, my main topic I wanted to talk about was Helldivers, and you but do Hytale. So.
Well, I mean, like if we wanted to go based off of popularity,
yeah,
it's not really. Didn't the art of her cause the implosion of our art? No idea, honestly.
I have no idea. Old Hunters has been some of the hardest bosses in Bloodborne. Yeah. At least in prior FromSoft DLCs, they felt fair after you figured them out. Well, that's not quite what I mean. I think the DLC did very well, still. I think my major problem is just an overall design decision of the game, not DLC specific. Anyway, Netflix has won the bidding war to purchase Warner Brothers Discovery. They are now entering exclusive deal talks with Netflix, offering $30 a share and a $5 billion breakup fee. The sale is not yet finalized, as the U.S. Department of Justice could also interfere due to antitrust concerns.
How many shares exist right now?
Does this article say?
I'm just curious.
The process of completing the deal could also distract the company from executing its core businesses. Netflix shares fell 5% on Wednesday when investors realized the prospect of a deal happening was very real.
Why would the shares fall? Wouldn't they want to shore up their shares? Okay.
No idea. The second letter in particular signaled that Paramount CEO David Ellison likely sensed the tide shifting in another direction. The company had attempted to circumvent rival bidders by coming in early with an initial $19 a share back in September. So we'll read the full article. That way we kind of have an idea of what we're looking at here. Wasn't Bloodborne finally released for PC in an emulator? Not officially.
Yeah, if you want to emulate, sure.
Anyway, Netflix wins the Warner Brothers Discovery bidding war with $82.7 billion offer, enters exclusive deal talks. Warner Brothers Discovery is moving forward with exclusive deal talks with Netflix, the rep has learned. WBD has selected Netflix after streaming giant offered $27.75 a share for the studio and streaming assets, a mix of cash and stock worth $82.7 billion. The streamer announced on Friday Netflix disclosed that it would have to pay a breakup fee of $5.8 billion if it walked away, while it would get $2.8 billion if WBD backs out. Netflix securing a win over rival suitors Paramount and Comcast represents a stunning turnaround from just 2 months ago, when co-CEO Greg Peters shaded big media mergers as not having an amazing track record. And Paramount buying WBD seemed like a foregone conclusion. Fast forward to today, and Netflix has won a furious M&A bake-off after 3 rounds of bids. These exclusive talks clear the road for Netflix to acquire the Warner Brothers Studios, HBO Max, and a treasure trove of IP assets like Harry Potter and the DC Universe. Netflix, which once aspired to be like HBO when first embarking on original content, is on course to become its next owner. Obtaining such assets could dramatically reshape the entertainment landscape and give Netflix even more power over Hollywood, concerns the streamer will have to assuage. It's another example of the power of tech companies, with Amazon having closed its acquisition of MGM Studios in 2022, and Google's YouTube, a long dominant force in media. The willingness to include the unusually large breakup fee was likely critical when questions arising on how Netflix will get a deal with Warner Brothers through regulatory approval. It would still face antitrust scrutiny and opposition from the U.S. Department of Justice. New York Post's Charles Gasparino reported on Tuesday. A representative from the Department of Justice declined to comment on the report. On November 13th letter to the U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, Federal Trade Commission Chairman Andrew Ferguson, and Department of Justice Antitrust Division Assistant Attorney General Gail Slater. Republican Representative Darrell Issa warned that a Netflix bid would raise antitrust concerns that could harm consumers in Hollywood alike. He noted that consolidation between the two companies would diminish incentives to produce new content and major theatrical releases, which could undermine opportunities for the full range of industry professionals, both in front of and behind the camera. California Attorney General Robert Bonta has previously voiced his opposition to any deals involving WBD. Further consolidation in markets that are central to American economic life, whether in the financial, airline, grocery, or broadcasting and entertainment markets, does not serve the American economy, consumers, or competition well, his office told The Wrap last Monday in a response to Paramount's initial offer. We are committed to protecting consumers and California's economy from consolidation we find unlawful, the spokesperson added. The process of completing the deal could also detract the company from executing its core businesses. That's executing. Sorry, my brain. That's executing. Its core businesses. Netflix shares fell 5% on Wednesday when investors realized the prospect of a deal happening was very real. There's also the X factor of Netflix jumping into the deep end of the theatrical business, a part of the entertainment world it has kept its distance from. While Netflix has said it would honor Warner Brothers' theatrical obligation, that isn't enough to alleviate some in Hollywood. An anonymous collective of industry players on Thursday sent a letter to the members of Congress warning of the damage such a deal would have, according to Variety. The third round of bids came a day after Paramount had issued a letter to Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav, claiming the bid process has been tainted by management conflict. WBD appears to have abandoned the semblance and reality of a fair transaction process, thereby abdicating its duties to stockholders, embarked on a myopic process with a predetermined outcome that favors a single bidder, Paramount said in its letter, with CNBC published. This followed an earlier letter this week from Paramount arguing that the deal would not get regulatory clearance. The second letter in particular signaled that Paramount CEO David Ellison likely sensed the tide shifting in another direction. The company had attempted to circumvent rival bidders by coming in early with an initial offer of $19 a share back in September. WBD has rejected 3 bids before starting its own strategic review. Paramount, which
Can I just say... Oh, no, sorry, finish. I want to wait for you until you're done.
Okay.
Paramount... I don't want neither of these companies to own it, but, like, it's going to happen regardless because, like, I don't know if you saw, but, like, there was, like, basically a thing where Trump is like, yeah, we'll,
Well, we're going to talk about that one soon.
Yeah.
Paramount,
Sorry,
which
go
was
ahead.
intent on buying all of WBD, could take its own offer to WB shareholders, although the amount of its third-round bid is unclear. Even if it doesn't match Netflix's offer, Ellison could land on the selling point that it could close the deal faster than the expected longer grind that the streaming giant would undergo. A representative for Paramount declined to comment. Paramount has already been through its process with the Trump administration before closing its merger with Skydance this summer. In September, it hired Macon Delarim, former Assistant Attorney General of the Justice Department's Antitrust Division during Trump's first term, as its chief legal officer. A threshold of just 20% of WBD shares or shareholders who have had or held the stock for at least a year are needed in order to call a special meeting to vote on fending off a hostile takeover bid, according to a company filing. So there are rumors as well that Paramount is also planning a hostile takeover of Warner Brothers. So this deal at the moment is not set in stone, especially because
We're just expecting that it's going to happen.
Yes, but this also comes on the back of saying Donald Trump says he will be involved in the decision on whether Netflix should buy Warner Brothers.
That is kind of weird, just going to be honest with you. I don't like that.
Netflix have a very big market share when they have Warner Brothers. That share goes up a lot. I don't know what's going to be for some economist to tell. I will be involved in that decision too. It is weird, but think of it from this perspective. Netflix is it's probably getting close to as big as Hollywood by itself. Which is scary. And having Warner Brothers, which is, I would go on a limb and say they are the opposite side of Disney.
Warner Brothers? Yeah, I would agree.
Which Netflix having the opposite of Disney is kind of scary. Now, Paramount, I don't know, will be the ones to have it. Ironically, honestly, I had the tinfoil hat theory that Paramount was going to conclude the deal because we've been seeing more and more stuff like of Sonic and Warner or DC crossovers lately. And Warner Brothers owns DC, but Paramount is doing the Sonic movies. So you'd think that Paramount would close that deal because Paramount is in a partnership with Sega, which would do more stuff with the Sonic IP and DC without much problem. Now, clearly, at this moment, that's wrong. But at the time, that felt actually like a legitimate thing that could happen. It still could. But for all we know, the Trump administration may just can any purchase and may just force Warner Brothers to stay by themselves.
Again, I don't know. Because my whole thing is Trump is kind of like the guy right now that's all about the business. And I don't know. We'll see.
We will see indeed. I'm not sure my opinion on this. My overall, I think my biggest concern is no matter what, we have to be concerned of Disney.
Because you think Disney would? I don't think Disney has enough money to do anything, though.
Think about it, though. Having Star Wars, Marvel, DC, Harry Potter all under the same roof.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't think that they have.
I tell you right now, if they tried, though, what they're talking about here with the Department of Justice getting involved, it's not a matter of will they. It's a matter of yes, they will. Because that is a monopoly.
I mean, yes.
But this is also a monopoly.
Sure.
Now,
the question becomes whether or not which monopoly you want.
Now, I do wish that if this is the case, I'm not saying Trump is the best person ever. I refuse to say that. But I do wish that he was in office when the Sony purchase of Crunchyroll happened. Because that is also a monopoly that should not exist. But
no, absolutely
here we are.
Not. But exactly, but here we are. Yeah.
So, I don't know why Disney's not considered a monopoly, but Disney is definitely a monopoly.
Yes, they are a monopoly, and they should not be allowed to have all of the stuff they own. And yet, they are. Oh gosh, my Twitter is blowing up. What the fuck happened on my
What
Twitter?
happened on Twitter?
Not really much. Not really much.
Okay, I actually do need to check something real quick. Okay, good. Crunchyroll
Let
getting
me
rid of
read a super real quick.
Okay.
Toa says, typically when a deal like this is announced, the buying company shares fall and the bought company shares rise. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. And there was also one before the stream started by Sly. Dogwave tags, also VOD Gang. Thank you. Warner Brothers is broke. Is there anyone else that could buy them?
Again, you're going to see
I'll
one
buy
of
'em
three
for Street
companies
Kitty.
buy Warner Brothers. It is either going to be Disney, Paramount, or Netflix.
Yeah. I guess the question you have to ask is which one would you prefer?
Out of all of them, Paramount. Easy.
Fair enough.
Paramount has already come out and said that they are prioritizing proper movies instead of agenda because they have realized that agenda is not the way to go as far as money. So that is something that Disney has yet to realize, and Netflix is also yet to realize that one.
Comcast? Well, Comcast is didn't Comcast own somebody?
They owned AT&T.
They
No.
owned
No. That's false.
No, they owned Verizon.
They owned Verizon.
Yeah.
Comcast owns NBC. That's it. Thank you. So yeah. It's a matter of we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I'm in the camp of I do firmly believe Netflix is going to close the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Which will be bad for about everyone. Because Netflix is fully committed to the DEI agenda.
Are they still?
Yes.
That's sad. Turn off music? Yeah, I don't want music.
Oh my god.
Ooh,
Actually, you know what? We'll pull this up because this is not one that we read. This is from Culture Crave. Netflix has officially announced they're acquiring Warner Brothers for $82.7 billion, claims they will continue to release films in theaters. CEO teases that theatrical lengths for films will likely be shorter because of long exclusive windows aren't consumer friendly. Deal won't close until Q3 2026 after WBD splits its networks into separate companies. HBO Max will be kept around and Warner Brothers / HBO content will start being added to Netflix. So, on the surface, it does sound like Netflix just kind of wants to have them, but not touch them, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
But I don't believe that for a second.
No, you shouldn't believe it.
Disney CEO has spoken out in the past of wanting to make half of the characters LGBTQ. She has a trans kid and one non-binary last year. I believe it. I absolutely believe it. And it's a shame, but, you know, here we are.
Mm-hmm. Here we are, indeed. How about new Space King episode? Did you watch it?
I did. It was very good.
It was funny. Sure.
It... remember that Rudolph movie? The one with the guy, the elf who wanted to become a dentist?
Yeah.
Think about that one and then think back at that Space King episode.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I know what it was supposed to emulate,
Okay.
so... I know it was, like, a joke on, like,
Unfortunately, Akka's playing Fortnite with friends. Akka's playing Fortnite
I'm
with
not...
no
I'm
one.
playing Fortnite alone, so I can get more better at it.
More
No,
better.
I thought it was good. I wasn't... I was kind of surprised that they were giving a Christmas episode as episode number 4. I guess it just kind of, like... aligned.
It probably well.
Um,
To be fair, this has probably been in development for a while now.
oh yeah, for sure. Which is, like they decided to do it. I didn't
Love
hate the fact that it was a Christmas themed episode. I just thought it was interesting.
Love the 2003 Clone Wars reference at the end. Oh yeah, there was the Clone Wars reference at the end. It was
There was
so
a
good.
Clone Wars reference. I mean, like they made that as a reference because everybody like kind of memed on it in general.
Again, and they actually announced a
Good.
paintable vinyl figure.
They did.
Which is
They
very
did.
cool,
I don't know if
which
you've got like
means-
a picture of that, but like that's
I can
cool.
actually pull up the website.
So like they've got a paintable version and a non-paintable version. That's pretty cool, I'd say. Also, chat, is it cringe for me to be playing Mr. Beast? He's the only one that I own that I like. Oh, he's kind of cool. I don't even remember how I got Jimmy, but I did. I think I just saw him in the shop last time I played, and I was like, fuck it, I want to buy that.
Oh,
Friends want me to play it? I don't have friends right now. It'll be later.
Occo doesn't have friends. Occo has no friends. Period.
I'm only playing as him because he's the coolest one that I have on the list.
Okay.
It's funny to play
Flash-
Mr. Beast. I agree.
Flashgets.shop.
Oh, heck yeah.
Does
I'm gonna
that
jump out as
count?
soon as I
It
can.
does. Okay, cool. Here.
Dandy Phantom's already in Fortnite, and I
Yeah.
think that they did him poor, sadly.
So here it is. Oh, yeah, let me move this over.
So, the unpainted one, are they gonna have it come out as a
STL?
STL?
I don't know.
Okay,
I
how
would
much is
assume
it?
no. It's $45.
How much is it? $45. That's not bad.
$45 for
Jeez.
either the unpainted or the painted one. It's the same price for either.
Is this a figure of Hatemonger? No, this is just a figure of.
It is just a
regular
basic Psycho Warrior Marine thing.
It's pretty cool though.
Yay. We are one step closer to just straight up Space King tabletop. I'm telling you
I
right
think
now,
that's probably where they're going.
I'm telling you right now, it will happen. If it does not
probably
happen,
will.
it will be a surprise. But there, especially with episode 3, it has gotten so popular. Like, it was already popular before, but it has gotten immensely popular to the point of anytime people talk about GW, they talk about Space King.
Yeah, it's kind of like unavoidable at this point.
Exactly. So, I don't know. We'll see.
I would be all for it though.
Yeah.
They're definitely not woke, so
No.
I'd be willing to.
Well, the fact that there's even that. Do I show it? Do I show that scene?
Which scene?
The one with Hatemonger.
Okay, do you know how little that narrows it down?
Okay, the scene where they're all making their gifts, quotation marks, and all over Hatemonger's missile, it's just slurs.
Oh, the one that they can't show for on YouTube.
They showed it on YouTube.
Well, it's like blurred, I
Here,
think.
I will
Or
get
is it
that.
another one? Yeah, go show it. I don't care. I think people matter. Mine just has slurs on it. Yes. It shouldn't matter. I mean, it kind of does matter to me because if it does, I feel like it has more of a chance of having poor writing.
Yes.
That's my opinion, though.
Okay, here.
Just to have no political individuals write stuff, you know? That's my opinion.
So there's no audio because I don't want them getting mad at me.
2 heretics from Captain. I like that. That's great. Misfires. Hair dicks. That's great.
So I don't know if you noticed this one. There's Star Mankeys, Misshits, Heretics, Herodorks, Blasterbacks, Misfires. But down here, Homogapians.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Funny is what it is.
Oh, it's great. And then there was another one. In fact, there was this little scene here with like the whole Santa, and Santa was asking the kid if he's been saying his slurs lately.
Yeah.
And it's great. But there was another one, and I have to find it.
Go, Mr. Breast. I believe in you.
So the big one
Money.
they showed off at the end of the episode was 2 hair retards.
The hair retards. I love that.
So it is very much not woke. They are very willing to just throw slurs around. And I believe that has made the writing for this so good.
I should say that, like, you know, people being woke doesn't necessarily mean something will be bad. It just means there's more likely a chance that something will be bad.
Correct.
Because it's proven based off of the track record of people who are woke that write for them. It's like, because, like, fun fact, I listened to the debate between Ant and Tactical Templar. And the problem I had is, like, there is a reasonable answer for, like, when somebody said, when you hear that somebody is on a project and they are woke or are more traditionally have left-leaning ideologies, like, the initial argument of, oh, it shouldn't really matter. And I would say that, yes, you should probably don't need to care that much. However, people are allowed to be afraid based off of the track record of people who are woke that are on it. And so a proper response would be, well, I don't really care about their politics. I just feel like the based off of the track record that these people have, I'm more welcome to I'm less likely to trust them because of that, if that makes sense.
Yep.
You know? So, like, my whole thing is just, if somebody is woke, that's not an automatic it's bad, but it's I am not really into I really just don't like have a lot of safety. I just don't feel a lot of safety for it, you know. Oh, they're both dead. Cool. One killed one and the I killed the other. Sweet. I don't know. I just like cuz like Tactical Templar debate was so bad because it's just like, Templar, there are some easy things that you can talk about, but you're miring it and just saying, oh, you're all furries, so you're all degenerates and I don't have to answer to you. And it's just like, that's not how this works, my man. It's so dumb. Chat, maybe I need to, like, do a stream where I just go over parts of the debate and say, like, this was stupid. Tactical Templar could have been good at this, but he sucked. It just likely means poor writing. Yes, you're more than likely than not going to have poor writing if somebody comes out and is openly woke or openly, like, anti-man, or, you know, that's all it really means. And that's why people are typically more or less, like, scared or upset, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
So, anyway, that was my tirade. You may continue.
Oh, wrong one. That's Steam. That's not Discord. But yeah, no, I thought this was interesting. The whole, like, they just willingly, openly doing this. Like, again, these things shouldn't be considered slurs, but they are by modern audience standards.
Yes.
So.
Or it sucked. He was a Protestant. I don't care if what religion he is. He sucked because he doesn't know how to argue with people. And, like, if I listened to that debate and I was just like, okay, there are so many things you could have said that would have been an easy pushback, but you're just defaulting on, oh, these people are degenerates. And it's just like, you're not, like, this is not helpful. Sorry. Again, go ahead.
So
Mr. Beast is hiding in trash. That's funny.
I would open it. Pirate Nation made a post a couple days ago saying, Hytale is skipping Steam initially to avoid negative reviews. Console launch planned. Hytale will not launch on Steam in January. Hypixel Studios has confirmed, as the developer aims to avoid negative reviews during early access. The reason I'm not opening this is that post was deleted.
So you have a screenshot of it?
Yes, I do. Kind of.
Okay.
The post is there through Discord, but not through Twitter.
Nor, I'll read your thing later, by the way. Thank you, Nor, for the 10. I appreciate it.
Even though the original post is gone, the comments are not.
So me and Mizu talked about this on Thursday.
Yes.
And I'm kind of here's my problem, and I agree 100% with Mizu with what he said. And like, nobody really cares until you make a stink about it, and then they're like, well, why aren't you doing this? Why is this something that you're doing? And then people start to question if there's something wrong with your game, and that's why I think this started more of a buzz than it needed to, because you didn't need to say, "Oh, we're not bringing it to Steam."
He already said that.
Because guess what?
when the
Minecraft
game
isn't
was
on Steam.
announced.
Yeah, Minecraft isn't on Steam, so it's just like, who cares?
He even said that when he announced the game was coming, like he rebought it and the game was coming out. In the Q&A, is like, why is it not coming to Steam? He's like, I want to avoid negative reviews initially at launch because the game is going to be buggy. The game is going to very much be unfinished. And what point is there in the criticism of negative reviews if I know for a fact it's going to be in a shit position at launch? And I understand that. The fact that he's flat out admitting the game will not be good when it comes out, but I want to get it out to force myself to actually get the project rolling.
And again, like, he only needed to say that once.
He did.
But the problem is he did not say that once. He pulled a Sean Murray, and because he pulled a Sean Murray, a bunch of people are now talking about it, and more people are going to be skeptical of it and think that it's not going to be a good game. And I feel like it is going to kill support for it, not like completely kill support, but it is going to lower the amount of support people are willing to give because of that. And the problem is he should have just done the one interview where he's like, yeah, this is what we're going to do. This is how things are going to roll. And then he should have shut up and not talked about it any further.
So what he replied to Pirate Nation. Sorry, he replied to Contro, who replied to Pirate Nation, saying, I wonder what's wrong with the game. Simon replied saying, everything is wrong with the game. Literally why I'm not putting it on Steam. Which is fair. You know what? That's very fair. He even replied later to a bunch of other people.
Which he shouldn't have done. Again, you should not be doing that.
Yeah, the Steam Workshop doesn't support many of the features we would like to see. Also, if you type Hytale on Steam, you see Hitler games. I mean, what? The over-indexing negative review was just an easier point to explain than getting into full details. Negative reviews are the most important ones to me. That's all I've been reading from our testers in the past 2 weeks. I think now, or that should have been the main point of the blog post. But what it is what it is. Now we see that people are really passionate about Steam, almost to the extreme. I also don't really buy games outside of Steam, so I get the hate. However, the best-selling game of all time is not on Steam. And he points to Minecraft, and he's right. Like, he is right. It's just, maybe he doesn't need to open his mouth as much.
No, he shouldn't open his mouth at all. That's the problem. So many people will be supportive of the game, but you choosing to say something is going to kneecap it. Because, like, we live in a society now where people really don't care if you've got an explanation. They're just going to go based off of how stupid you sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like it's an early development. Yes, it is. I mean, like, again, the thing is, he admitted it. He came out and said, yes, this game is very, very, very early development. And so, like, I believe that. And so he really doesn't need to justify why his game isn't going to be doing certain things at launch, but he keeps doing that. And it's going to keep making people say, man, well, this is weird. This is weird. This is weird. This is weird. Why is that music playing? That music should not be playing. I need to turn off, like, copywritten music on this game. But, like,
why is it always Hitler?
It's a good question. Why is it always Hitler?
So I'm actually going to bring this up on Steam. I'm going to bring up the Steam page. I'm going to type Hytale in chat or in the search. Oh, gosh. They fixed it.
Did they fix it?
They fixed it. So now the search results are like healed to death, healer's quest, mini healer, a healer who only lives twice, advanced search. Yeah. But this one, I'm actually going to search up Hitler. That way some of you actually have an understanding of what he's talking about. I'm just saying, he does have a point. He does have a point.
Wow, Tim. Wow. I need to turn off.
Like, I'm just saying. What game are we talking about? Hytale. So, yeah, there's a lot of them. There is, not all of these are, but there are a lot of them. Way more than there needs to be.
Oh, goodness. How can you resist the stash? It's a good question, I guess. goodness.
Wave at the dog,
A
pet at
lot
the
of
dog.
stuff, man.
Yes. Anyway,
Why does nobody bring up how bad Stalin and Mao are? It's a good question. I don't know.
So I know people are bringing a whole lot to this of like, oh my god, it's such a major thing. It's not a major thing. It's not.
Yeah, again, it's not a major thing. The most you can criticize, which I think Mizu, like, to his credit, didn't really like go too hard. Mizu's whole thing was just you guys are not doing good by making this a big deal. You should probably just like shut up. And everybody was getting so mad at him. It was really funny. I think he was like on his way to 1 million views on that post. It's
I
which,
have
like,
Go
I
ahead.
don't know how Mizu's able to do that. I don't know how Mizu was able to do that, but like it was really hilarious just seeing how upset people got because of that. It was just hilarious to me.
No,
It was
yeah.
really
I
funny.
know that some people have brought up No Man's Sky with this very specifically, and how
That's what he did, yeah.
Was it Mizu that made it basically saying that Sony used Sean Murray as a mouthpiece in Hello Games didn't have a mouthpiece for themselves, and that caused No Man's Sky at launch to have more problems because Sean Murray kept talking technical when he should have been talking PR.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what Mizu
Okay,
was claiming.
that's what Mizu said. Okay.
That was the post that got like as much attention as it did.
Okay. I was like, I knew I saw something. I wasn't sure if it was Mizu or Grumps.
Yeah, it was Mizu. Mizu's I don't know if you have his post, but it like got a lot of views on it.
Hold on. I can find it. Unless Mizu wants to just come in and read it, but I think Mizu has a stream right now.
I don't know what he's doing right now.
He is live right now. Oh, you know what? While I search for this chat, Occo did a thing for both Occo and Mizu.
I did. Did you want me to show that?
Here, I have it right here.
I didn't do it.
You commissioned it.
I paid for it.
You paid Ari for it.
Yes.
I think. Was it Ari?
Yeah, it was Ari.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
It was Ari for sure. Good oh yeah, all right, he is doing he's doing a drama stream with Kendra. That's fair.
The one.
He's doing what I'll be doing on Tuesday when I talk about it on Tuesday.
Speaking of this,
by the way, chat, Hump Day's on Tuesday this week.
Yeah. Speaking of this, I blame Occo and Mizu. I messaged to Occo.
Temp's upset that now he actually wants to watch Has Been Hotel.
Ever since they were talking about it on stream, I've been getting it in my YouTube Shorts feed. And I've been watching it.
I'm sorry. Not sorry that it's a decent show. I will say some of the writing is kind of shit in my personal opinion. But it is a small series, and forcing as much as you can in a small series just kind of, is what it is. I will say though that a lot of the characters are pretty good.
So here's the post from Mizu. We'll give this a read. Many moons ago, there was a little game called No Man's Sky. Sony, in their infinite wisdom, took control of much of the game's PR, but instead of hiring a PR person, they took the studio head and shoved him in front of a crowd and told him to just do the PR for us. What ended up happening was he said a lot of really stupid shit that came back to bite them in the ass later. Not because he was malicious or deceptive, but because he was a code monkey. His brain worked in analytics and data. PR was not a thing that ever concerned him, and he has no idea how to handle it. The lesson we all took from that is that devs should not be their own PR people, because they simply have no fucking clue how to do it. Anyway, there's this game called Hytale, and this dude called Simon, and it's the exact same situation.
Yeah. And people got so pissed off at that, saying that it's different, and it's just like, it really isn't that much different. Like, I don't hate the guy, and he is like the owner of the biggest Minecraft server in the world. Yeah. But like it sounds like he doesn't know how to talk to people. It's kind of how that works with code monkeys. They don't know what they're doing,
Absolutely.
Your own fault for watching shorts. You are right, chat. Temp should be blamed for this because he chooses to watch shorts.
I do choose to watch shorts. It has been 2 hours. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna do this because I haven't done it once. Hi, chat.
Care.
If you enjoy the content, I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord. It's the best place to know when I go live. Follow me on Twitter, as it is also a great way to just see the random shit I say and complain about video games and such. We are on our way to 800 subs now. The last I looked is that we are actually past 700 subs, and we are almost to 710. Last I looked, anyway. So, any support is completely greatly appreciated. At 1,000 subs, we are doing a Sonic Character Smasher Pass tier list, and next week we are actually starting Undertale on Friday.
Oh, that's right, because I forced you to play Undertale.
Yes. So,
what game did you force me that I need to play and finish?
Black Mesa, and don't worry about it. I know you're not going to.
No, I will. I just need to download it. I need to have the mood, you know? Right now, my mood was just Minecraft. I think I might be getting a mood for Fortnite because I promised some friends I would. Well, not promised. They asked, and I said yes, I would love to.
Temp wants to impreg Cherry Bomb. Who? What?
Excuse me. Thank you, Mercenary, for the 5. Appreciate it. Wait, does Metroid 4 have paint?
Not as far as I'm aware.
Mercenary said that they have paint paint for Metroid 4. That is insane if they do. I'm gonna be real with you.
I have no idea. I've been trying to stay spoiler free because I do intend to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
crazy and insane if true. Not gonna lie.
I don't think a Metroidvania needs yellow paint.
No, you're supposed to explore, and if you're not exploring, you're not. Again, part of the problem is companies think that nobody knows how to play video games unless it's spelled out for them. For some games, yeah, you probably do need things clearly defined. But for most games, if you have to do that, that is so bad.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind the occasional yellow paint, but the amount they give us is insane. I do want to add on, though, that Prime 4 was made by an American studio.
Why don't you use your gun, you fucking retard? Sorry, continue.
Everyone wants to make a game for DSP. Even DSP said Prime 4 was boring.
That's funny.
So.
Thank you for the 5 again, Mercenary.
Yeah, Switch 2s did go on sale for Black Friday.
How much did they go on sale for?
It was like $50 difference. It was like what? It's
$50?
Well, it's not. No, it was a $50 price reduction.
Fuck. I paused because of the music and I died. Well, that's just me. Interesting. Interesting.
Do you want to read supers or do you want to keep going?
Let me I only have a couple that need to be reread.
Okay.
Toa for 5 says, as I've said, 3D printing will eat GW's lunch if they don't do something to actually deal with it legitimately. Space King might be the first course. Very true. Noir for 10. So when do we get Dungeon Soup TRPG? Also, woke doesn't mean bad product. It means they're more likely to shove their politics ham-fisted instead of weaving into the story. Yes, that is the problem. Is if you are woke, you're more likely to be have bad writing, basically. And again, that's the argument that I wish some people would like outline, because there's a lot of people that are just saying, "Oh, woke is bad." And I would agree with them and say, yes, I do believe that woke is bad. But why? Why is it a bad thing? And if you aren't able to articulate it, like some people it seems like can't do, then you're just going to give other people that have weaker arguments the ability to steamroll you and say, oh, but you're just being a bigot. You're just being mean and rude. And you know, there's a reason why people don't like you. And it's just like, no. People have stupid reasons to not like me. I just can't argue it or articulate it. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. So how do we know that they were upset over the sale? I'm curious.
I have not seen anything from Nintendo to indicate they are upset. I'm not gonna say they're not. Internally, they might be, but they're not gonna come out and publicly admit they're angry about it.
Mm-hmm.
because that's just gonna hurt them even in the long run. And like, even though we have our problems with Switch 2, it's still doing very well. Not Switch 1 very well, but it's still doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a safe assumption. Yeah, exactly. It is a safe assumption.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Excuse me.
Oh goodness. You want to know what I made today? So, and I'm working on a video. Another video. The Cinder video, by the way, chat, is being edited. The editor has been given the materials. I think there's only like 1 or 2 things I have to hand him, but like everything I wanted to include in the first video is like ready and pulled together. The next video I want to make is about my journey as a home labbing individual. Oh, really quick. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping the Yippies escape Netflix. They will never become part of Netflix. Well, that's good. I'm glad that your sister. I remember you mentioning that, so I'm glad that your sister is okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. So I am working. I am gonna start working. I was gonna work on the script today, but instead of working on a script, I decided to play around in Canva for like 3 hours. Because I wanted to make a diagram showing kind of like how my new network system works, and I want to make a video just because like there is a community, and I might make a new channel for this because I don't think it would do very well on my channel, but there is a community of people that really like home labbing. It's a very big, very nice, prosperous community, and I would like to make a video for that community because I don't think there's a lot of VTubers that like produce content like talking about their own shit like that. So
Right.
I am gonna do that eventually. That's all I wanted to say really on that. But yeah, I'm working on a video for that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Because this chest is it up there?
Tab, I sent you a picture of Cherry Bomb in Discord
Cherry Bomb.
from Hasbin. I mean, I approve. I don't know how I feel about
She's
the
Australian.
like one eye, but the everything
She's
else I
Australian.
approve of though.
Let's make a new goal. Anyway, continue.
Let's if you're talking about computer stuff, let's get into computer stuff. NVIDIA.
Have we talked about RAM yet?
Last week we did.
Last week? Okay. Did we talk about the RAM Exodus?
That was
don't think
one
we
thing we.
did.
Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. Hold on.
Yeah, okay. So I'll bring it up, and you can. I know you probably have something you can bring up, but
I'm finding.
you know what we could do. You know what we could do. You know
What?
Jeff Geerling. He has a 4-minute video on it. Jeff Geerling. He is primarily a content creator that loves single board computers, especially Pies. So if you just pull up Jeff Geerling, he has a 4-minute video on it that I think that, would be really good to
I
illustrate
want
it.
to read something else as well.
Okay, we can do both.
It's a sad day for a lot of people.
So he actually talks about this in his video.
Okay.
He doesn't read the article word for word, but he talks about it in his video.
Okay, well then we'll read the article. Micron announces exit from crucial consumer business.
So Crucial produces a lot of things. They don't just produce RAM. They've also produced fucking what was it called? I have a hard drive from them, I believe.
Yep, you have a hard drive for them. I recommended it for storage.
Are they better for storage than Western Digital?
No, but you were also just slamming games onto it, as far as I was aware.
Yeah.
So it didn't matter. So Micron is a leader in innovative memory and storage solutions. Today announced its decision to exit the crucial consumer business, including the sale of crucial consumer branded products at key retailers, e-tailers, and distributors worldwide. Micron will continue crucial consumer product shipments to the consumer channel until the end of fiscal quarter 2, which is
Jimmy run.
February 2026. The company will work closely with partners and customers through this transition and will provide continued warranty service and support for crucial products. Micron will continue to support the sale of Micron branded enterprise products to commercial channel customers globally. The AI-driven growth in the data center has led to a surge in demand for memory and storage. Micron has made the difficult decision to exit the crucial consumer business in order to improve supply and support for our larger strategic customers in faster growing segments, said Sumit Sandana, EVP and Chief Business Officer at Micron Technology. Thanks to a passionate community of consumers, the crucial brand has become synonymous with technical leadership, quality, and reliability of leading-edge memory and storage products. We would like to thank our millions of customers, hundreds of partners, and all the Micron team members who have supported the crucial journey for the last 29 years. This decision reflects Micron's commitment to its ongoing portfolio transformation and the resulting alignment of its business to secular, profitable growth vectors in memory and storage by concentrating on core enterprise and commercial segments. Micron aims to improve long-term business performance and create value for strategic customers as well as stakeholders. Micron intends to reduce impact on team members due to this business decision through redeployment opportunities into existing open positions within the company.
I bet you some people are going to lose their jobs because of this.
Yes. So they go into what they do here, so we're just not going to read that. But Micron delivers a rich portfolio of high-performance DRAM, NAND, and NOR memory and storage products. So here's part of the problem with this. This is not just, oh, Micron's dipping out. Micron is one of the major leads.
One of three. Of three. Because
SK
there's a lot of little babies. There's a lot of little people, but they are the biggest.
They are one of the biggest next to SK Hynix and Samsung. As far as stuff like VRAM or just generalistic like memory solutions. With them going, we now have two top dogs, SK Hynix and Samsung. And some people are already predicting that at least SK Hynix might dip out and do exactly the same thing here.
Yeah.
What is going on here is Micron has basically said they are no longer doing consumer products and they are doubling down on AI.
Yes. One of the dumbest things. Because, like, again, the video that Jeff Gerling did was really good on it. But, like, my problem with this is it's very easy to see the path to AI, and you know, fucking companies don't really know what is going to do good and what is not. They're just taking bets on whether or not AI is going to do good. I don't think a lot of these people know just how good that, you know, I think that him making this video is going to explain it better than me. So I think that you might, if you play it.
Of course.
So play it and
Memory
then we can
price
talk.
inflation comes for us all, and if you're not affected yet, just wait. I was building a new PC last month using some parts I had bought earlier this year. This 64GB T-Create DDR5 memory kit cost $209 back then, and it's right there on the sticker. Today, this same exact thing from the same place costs $650. That's over 3 times as expensive. And just in the past week, we found out Raspberry Pi's increasing their...
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
The super chat.
No, I just saw it pop up and I figured I'd let it read.
Oh, that was nice of you. Thank you. It probably will. The question is, how long until it happens is my question.
Well, so what I'm hearing is that some people do not predict or are predicting the RAM price shortage, like the RAM stuff right now, will not end until 2029 or even 2030.
Possible, which is really sad, but it is very possible.
It's a while.
Mm-hmm.
So
it takes a while to correct this kind of shit.
Mm-hmm. Meaning, we are entering our last opportunities to make any meaningful upgrades to our computers before we have to call it quits.
I'm glad that I have all my parts now. I mean, like, I don't think there's anything I could upgrade about my computer other than just buying 2 more sticks of RAM, but I'm not going to do that.
The stuff that's gonna go, stuff that's gonna stay the same is gonna be stuff like your fans, your coolers,
power supply,
power supplies, yeah.
Cases.
Maybe motherboards, but your CPUs, your GPUs, your RAM, your storage, that's all going up. RAM especially.
Yeah.
Single board computer prices, Micron's killing the Crucial brand of RAM and storage devices completely, meaning there's now going to be one fewer consumer memory manufacturer. Samsung can't even buy RAM from themselves to build their own smartphones, and small vendors like Libra Computer and Mono are seeing RAM prices double, triple, or even worse, and they're not even buying the latest RAM tech. I think PC builders might be the first crowd that was directly impacted in such a visceral way. Just look at this insane graph from PC Parts Picker showing RAM prices going from like 30 to 120 bucks.
So
That is insane.
I have a mild prediction.
Okay.
I think companies like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are going to cheer for this. I know that sounds really weird. Hear me out. Even though they will have to raise the prices on consoles, which I know they do not care about,
No.
you are going to get less and less and less people with computers, like home computers, like what you
Well, yeah,
and I do,
obviously.
which means they will see a larger uptick in console sales.
It's obviously good for console-based people because of that, and that's like why it's so evil, in my personal opinion, because they're going to be okay with it. And they are the thing is they themselves are going to have to pay a lot more too. But when they're the only people with a way to play games,
exactly,
people are going to have to pay for it anyway.
Yep,
that's the problem.
Now what I do hope,
Sony stockpiled RAM chips. I believe that they did. I believe it.
What I here's might be a good part of this. We are constantly seeing games being developed with the idea of things are always progressing, in maybe not in a good way. Like games are just getting progressively more intensive to play to the point you can't even play it. They might have to scale some of that back because people will not be upgrading their computers. Straight up.
Yeah. It might force people to optimize better.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about Helldivers after this. But like, no, yeah, I deeply worry about the fallout that will come for this because like you know that like once investors figure out there's no money in AI, they're going to pull out of their investments in these data centers, and then these data centers are going to close.
Yep.
You know. And it's just like, how do people not understand and recognize this is like my thing, because like it's already coming. It's already basically here because people are already saying, hang on a moment, I'm not seeing any returns or any real money for this. Like it's already here. And yet we're still seeing people put in billions or even trillions of dollars into these data centers. And you have the US government coming out and saying a lot of our shit is backed by this. And it's just like, I hate that like my economy is backed specifically by just these AI data centers and their success. And it's just like, my gosh, why is my government this stupid? I am so upset.
No, absolutely.
And so like, I know it's coming. I know it may be sooner. Hopefully it is sooner rather than later, because once these AI data centers stop being made, I mean, like there's already damage that will be done, but it'll be good for people like me that wants to buy cheap hardware that is enterprise level, because they're gonna have to sell that shit at a major loss. You're also just gonna have, it's just gonna slowly get easier over time. Stupid or malicious? I mean, like it could be malicious. Who knows?
Got the same problem with MMOs now. Too much investment just to play them and already got paying for a sub for it. That's why I will shill for Guild Wars 2 forever. I mean, Blue, I agree. I still play Final Fantasy 14 because I enjoy it, but honestly, like, for the amount of content it delivers, $15 a month isn't bad. But I'm very glad I quit Destiny and went back to Guild Wars 2 after a several-year break. Guild Wars 2 is
I'm just glad that Minecraft is even though, you know, there's a lot of hate around the Minecraft stuff right now, I'm still glad that Minecraft is not something that can increase in price. You just have to buy a new one if you want. Like, if they choose, I mean, like, here's the thing, Tim. If they choose to make upgrades in Java, like, paid-only thing, I'm not going to upgrade. I'm just not going to. So, like, I've already got my game that's got free updates for the foreseeable future. Well, and I'm fine like just not playing it, you
Mhm.
know? So,
Exactly.
well, hello there.
For DDR4 were like $150 to $500 for 64 gigs of DDR5. But the impacts are only just starting to hit other markets. Almost every modern device has memory chips in it nowadays. Like Libre Computer mentioned on Twitter, a single 4GB module of LPDDR4 memory costs $35 now. That's literally more expensive than every other component on one of their single board computers put together. You can't survive selling products at a loss, so once the current production batches are sold through, more prices are going to start going up. The smaller the company, the worse the price hit will be. Even Raspberry Pi, who I'm sure has a little more margin built in, is raising their board prices already. Cameras, gaming consoles, tablets, almost anything that has memory is gonna get hit. I can't believe I'm saying this, but compared to the current market, Apple's insane memory price gouging is actually in line with the rest of the industry now. The reason all this is happening, of course, is chalked up to AI.
It's so sad.
And I
'cause it's
have no clue
true.
if there's any price fixing going on. That's something that conspiracy theorists can debate in the comments. But the problem is there's only a few companies producing all the world's memory supply. And these companies all realize they can make billions more dollars making RAM just for AI data centers and just forget about the rest of the market. So they're shutting down their consumer memory lines and devoting all production capacity to AI data centers. Even companies like GPU board manufacturers are getting shafted too. NVIDIA's not giving memory to them along with their chips like they used to, basically saying, good luck, you're on your own for VRAM now. And that's especially rich coming from NVIDIA because they're profiting obscenely off of all this stuff. Anyway, that's all bad enough, but some people see a silver lining here. I've seen some people saying, well, once the AI bubble bursts, at least we'll have a ton of cheap hardware flooding the market for like home labs. And yes, in past decades, that might be
Yes,
one outcome.
that's
but the
the thing I'm
problem here is
excited
the
for.
RAM that they're
Yeah, it's just gonna be
That's what I'm kind of excited
several
for.
years before we see this.
Probably.
making, a ton of it is either integrated into specialized GPUs that won't run on normal computers, or being fitted into special types of memory modules that also don't work on normal computers. That, and the GPUs and servers being deployed now don't even run on normal power and cooling. They're part of these massive server systems that take a ton of effort to get running, and you wouldn't even be able to do that in like the most well-equipped home labs. All this to say, we might be hitting a weird era where the PC building hobby is gutted, SBCs get prohibitively expensive, and anyone who didn't stockpile
You know what
parts
an
earlier
SBC
this
is,
year
right,
is
Temp?
pretty.
A what?
An SBC, do you know what that is?
In this term, I'm not quite sure because I've heard that
Single
term
board
so-
computer.
Okay, no,
Single board computer.
then it was what I was
He's
thinking.
talking
Of. Okay,
Raspberry Pis, Arduinos.
yeah, it was what I was thinking of then. Okay.
Okay.
Again, I know multiple people use that same like terminology, like same like for like other things as well. So I'm just making sure that like what we're thinking is the same.
Yeah. You might not be in the market for a new Xbox, but repairs will become ridiculous even if you fix your own. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much out of
Yep.
luck. I mean, even Lenovo admits to stockpiling RAM, making this kind of like the toilet paper situation back in 2020, but for giant corporations. There's not enough supply, so the people who can afford to get some will buy it all up, hoping to stave off the shortages that will probably now last a little longer, partly because of that stockpiling. I don't think it's completely outlandish to think some companies are going to start scavenging memory chips off other old systems for stock, especially if RAM prices keep going up like they have. It's either that or just stop making any products. There's some echoes here to the global chip shortages that hit in 2021 and 2022, and that really shook up the market, especially for small companies. I hate to see it happening again, but somehow here we are a few years later, except this time it's the AI bubble to blame. Sorry for not having like a positive note to end this video on, but I guess maybe now's a good time to dig into that pile of old projects that you never finished, instead of buying something new this year. How long will this last? That's anybody's guess, but I've already put off a few projects that I was gonna do in early 2026, and I'm sure I'm not the only one.
So
Me too, honestly.
So
I'm
I'm
not
show
going to
you-
build a new server rack. I'm just going to play with whatever I have right now.
Yeah.
Because,
like the
can't
only
afford it.
new piece of actual tech hardware I do intend on getting still is going to be the Steam frame.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
Steam frame I'm going to get. I'm going to see what I can do with the Steam frame. But, I
you-
can't build
no, hold on,
a computer right now.
Steam frame's the VR kit. Steam machine's the desktop.
Whatever
kit.
the fuck it's called. I don't care. Whatever the fuck.
I'm just making sure you remember which one's which. I'm going for the VR kit. I know you intend to go for the Steam machine
Yeah, Steam machine is what I want.
because you
I
already
want to
have
see
the
what I can do
Magic
with it
Mouse.
as a computer.
Yeah. So yeah. Mercer saying it's not going to be several years. The bubble is going to burst this year. Well, they got
We'll see.
days for it to burst, and I don't believe it's going to happen. But this all comes into an interesting position. NVIDIA reinstates 32-bit PhysX support for RTX 50 series with latest Game Ready driver. Initial release includes 9 titles. Alice Madness Returns, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, Batman Arkham City, Batman Arkham Origins, Borderlands 2, Mafia 2, Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, and Mirror's Edge.
So they're back. They're
So 32-bit PhysX
what's it
support
called?
was basically dropped with the 50 series,
Mhm.
which caused people or games that used it and people who actively had it turned on made it basically unplayable. It was very, very bad. But now they are reinstating 32-bit PhysX support, which is
very
good.
nice of them.
They shouldn't have.
I think
dropped
that's
it
just
too-
a sign. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's just kind of like a sign of things.
People were complaining about that at the beginning of the year, though. Remember, these came out at the beginning of 2025. I can't believe I got my 9070 XT in like May. Maybe June.
I got my 40 series Super Series card like last year, I think.
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years
2
ago?
years ago.
Oh my
Yep,
gosh.
2023, I think. That's when you got it, like early.
I gotta
2023.
keep. Don't say that because I'm gonna have to hold on to the 40 series card for like another couple of years.
I mean,
Granted, I don't really know what I'm gonna replace it with.
I know exactly what you'd replace it with, a 9070 XT. But even then, you don't even need to
That's
do
gonna
that.
like change up. It's gonna shake up my computer since I'm going from Nvidia to AMD.
Yeah, it would. But I know like some micro centers sell it for like 500 something bucks. No.
Right now, no, I'm good.
Yeah, your 4070 Super is still fine, but that is definitely the next upgrade path.
I'm not
I
gonna be
would go.
doing AI on it.
Yeah.
It'll die slower because I'm not gonna be putting AI on it. I'm just gonna be using AI. Here's my next plan. What I wanted to do is get a bunch of Pi Zeros and get a board and build a cluster so that I could start playing around with AI on a Pi cluster. Because that sounded like the coolest thing in the world.
Right.
That's still something I'm gonna do because Pis are gonna be infinitely cheaper than building another computer together. But no, I expect that my GPU will hopefully last me a while. Because I'm not going to be abusing it like a lot of these AI people are. You know?
No, yeah, absolutely. Remember the KFC machine? It was a warming chamber for your fried chicken. I do remember the KFC PC. That thing, or console. That thing is funny.
So was there only one of it? I swear there was only like one of it.
I believe it came out, but it was not good. Shocker.
So it actually did. They actually sold more than one of them.
I believe so. Yes.
I see.
All right. Okay. We'll talk about it. It's time. We got a big article to read. We got a big article.
How big is it? Tell me.
Helldivers 2 Tech Blog number 2. Introduction. Hey, Helldivers. This blog post is a follow-up to my previous post about the installation size of the game on PC, which you can find here. Today, I will update you on our progress in reducing the installation size and how you can help. I'm going to move this over this way so you all can see the chat or text better. Update.
Not bad.
We have followed through on our plans and made small reductions in the PC installation size over the last few patches, while still adding new content. While this was a good start, our short-term fixes have not been enough to keep up with all the new content in the latest patch. The longer-term goal has always been to bring the PC installation size much closer in line with the console versions. We are happy to report that, thanks to our partners at Nixus, we have reached that goal much sooner than expected. By completely deduplicating our data, we were able to reduce the PC installation size from 154 gigabytes to 23 gigabytes for a total
That is
saving
over
of
80%, right?
for a total saving of 131 gigabytes or 85%.
Yeah. 85% of a game just gutted immediately. That is.
And it's all just
I don't know if I can be happy or upset that that much
so
space
they
was
actually
saved.
go into the reason why.
That's insane to me.
We have completed several rounds of internal QA and are ready to roll this out to early adopters as a public technical beta. Our testing shows that for a small percentage of players still using mechanical hard drives, mission loading times have only increased by a few seconds in the worst cases. This is live now. So again, it is publicly available, but you have to sign up for the beta to have access to this right now. But you can just do that in your Steam settings. Only a few seconds difference. Further, good news, the change in the file size will result in minimal changes to load times. Seconds at most. Wait a minute, I hear you ask. Didn't you just tell us that you duplicate data because the loading times on HDDs could be 10 times worse? I'm pleased to say that our worst case projections did not come to pass. These loading time
Sorry,
projections...
who still plays games on HHDs?
HDDs.
Or these kinds of games, excuse me. Whatever the fuck.
I don't know. It could also be people who have both SSDs and HDDs in their computer, and
I mean, that's fair.
And the HDDs could just be like bigger in storage, and the game being 150 gigabytes. You know, going on HDD doesn't technically, it's not a bad thing if like the idea is to save space.
Broke boys. I mean, like fair, but a 1 terabyte SSD is not like, it's like $100, I think.
Now, yeah.
Like, you know, now it's like $100 for an SSD that's 1 terabyte. And like, if you want more space, fair. But like, nowadays it is so much like, hell, I think you can even get like a 500 gigabyte one for like 40 or 50 bucks. You know, you should not be using a hard disk drive to store your games. They are supremely so slow. And these game companies do not make it with you in mind. So my PS4 games are stored on an HDD.
Yeah. I know I actually put a SSD in my PS4 personally.
Yeah, I like if that's what you have, fair. But like a 1 terabyte, just buy a 1 terabyte and use that for them, because like they are so supremely slow. I know the difference. I went from 1 to 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
From a 1 terabyte hard disk drive to a 2 terabyte solid state. It is insane how like the difference. Now, I will still use my hard disk drives for storage, but it's just, and I'm not even saying that like I wouldn't be frustrated if I played with somebody with one of those. I don't care. I'm just saying that like it's thankfully so much cheaper now. You just get 1 terabyte that you should. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm pleased to report that our worst case projections did not come to pass. These loading time projections were based on industry data, comparing the worst loading times between SSDs and HDD users, where data duplication was and was not used. In the worst cases, a 5 times difference was reported between instances that used duplication and those that did not. We were being very conservative and doubled that projection again to account for unknown unknowns. Now things are different. We have real measurements specific to our game instead of industry data. We now know that the true number of players actively playing Helldivers 2 on a mechanical HDD was around 11% during the last week. Seems our estimates were not so bad after all. We now know that, contrary to most games, the majority of the loading times in Helldivers 2 is due to level generation rather than asset loading. This level generation happens in parallel with loading assets from the disk, and so is the main determining factor of the loading time. We now know that this is true even for users with mechanical HDDs. Great! When does this happen? How can I help? Do you want to be an early adopter? You can opt in right now and help us test the slim version. There are no functional differences between the legacy and slim versions besides the installation size. You will be connected to the same galactic war as everyone else and can be using the same account you always do. So all progression, war contributions, and purchases will carry over between the different versions. You will still be able to matchmake and play with all other players. You can also opt out of at any time if you experience issues. It's a very low risk way to save 131 gigabytes of space on your drive and help us extend our testing to real life conditions. Full instructions for opting in out of the technical beta can be found at the end of this blog post. When the future technical beta confirms that there are no issues present in the slim version, it will become the default version for everyone. For a limited time, we will allow players to opt into the legacy version as a way to self-troubleshoot any issues that were not picked up during our internal testing or the public technical beta. Given the very minor differences in loading times between the two versions, there is no justification for us to keep supporting the legacy version long term. Maintaining the legacy version alongside the slim version would only add extra burden to our developers, build machines, QA teams, and release processes. Assuming all goes smoothly, the legacy version will be discontinued sometime next year. Finally, thank you to the community for all your support with the game as we work through these technical pieces, and thank you to our partners over at Nixes for helping us troubleshoot and implement all of the above improvements. For those who do not know who Nixes is the studio that PlayStation purchased, I forget when they did, but they are the ones typically in charge of ports to PC.
Okay.
So Sony threw their PC porting studio over to Arrowhead to fix this issue.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. Warning! Modders beware! Any patch we roll out can break the game if you have mods installed, and this one is no exception. We recommend that only players with a clean installation opt into the slim version. As always, you mod the game at your own risk. If any of this seems a bit scary to you, we encourage you to just sit back and wait for the slim version to become the default version. And they go into how you make it the slim version, but you right-click on Helldivers, you go to Properties, you go to Betas, you select Prod Slim, and that's it. You're done. The game just automatically updates when you select that.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, yeah, basically their assumptions were they did not want to cause any harm to people playing the game in general, both SSD and HDDs. And because of that, they were very slowly going about it based on industry projections. And Nixes basically showed them that their industry projections were wrong.
Right.
So, again, I understand the concern of,
That person.
of like what their thought process was.
Mm-hmm.
I do wish they would have done it sooner, but I do also understand the concern of alienating some of their player bases after the whole Sony banning several countries thing.
Have I tried zero build? I have not. Let's see if I can figure out how to find zero build. I've only ever done battle royale, I'll be honest with you, and the Lego stuff.
So, again, I understand why they were hesitant to just double down and try and fix this hardcore because of all the drama that they experienced last year from Sony.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually glad that Sony is actually getting a studio to help them fix this problem.
I agree.
So, great. Helldivers is fixed. I've actually played a few rounds of Helldivers. We did a stream on Wednesday night. The VOD is there if you all want to watch it. We did it with Shiroi, Winters, and Star. That was fun.
Oh, that's what you were doing on Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, we played Helldivers.
Thank you for the 5. No, listen. If that's what you got, that's fine.
Mhm.
All I'm saying is right now, if you want to play games, they do not make it with hard disk drives in mind anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
They make it with the idea that you have an SSD or an M2. I don't agree with that, but that's what they make it in mind with. So, as far as I know, regular memory isn't like going massively up in price. So if you have the ability to get a 1 or 2 terabyte SSD, you should. So.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
But that was
That's my only thought.
That was actually not the only bit of Helldivers news we have this week.
Okay.
As if Hellmire wasn't firing enough, Helldivers 2 just added magma planets, so you can accidentally push friends into lava pools.
That sounds amazing.
Arrowhead Game Studios just put the hell back into Helldivers 2 with new magma planets that you can go get steamy in right now. Arrowhead released a trailer, so here's the trailer for that.
Write it down.
It's a little loud. Hold on. Return that down.
That's loud, my man.
And pull this back this way. Well, it was loud for the previous video we watched.
Our galaxy. A perfectly managed territory overflowing with democracy-sustaining resources.
Amen.
Resources that allow humanity to live, grow, and obey with absolute freedom. Out of all our rightfully owned worlds, we reserve the best ones for our citizens. Ensuring every drop of oil, every ore of metal, is professionally removed by our expert hand. But
They're
in
playing
the
Satisfactory over there.
They are.
dark menace lurks. While we carefully extract our natural resources, the automatons ravage entire worlds. Take the magma planets. Too hot for humans, too unstable for farming, too explosive for tourism, yet rich in minerals. Minerals the automatons steal with every drill. Their unsanctioned mining endangers not only humanity's expansion, but the very survival of managed democracy itself. Across the galaxy, our brave Helldivers fight to reclaim our worlds. But we need citizens like you to turn liberated rock into freshly mined
There's
freedom.
no way I should have won that.
For more information on how you can help, contact your nearest Ministry of Expansion Center today. Because every ore they take is a child's future lost.
Kind of funny.
So, I have a minor theory about this. They gave us a type of world that can only be accessible to the clankers, to the robots,
Uh-huh.
a week before the Game Awards.
Okay.
I have a personal theory that we are going to be getting essentially our next expansion for Helldivers 2 during the Game Awards.
I see what you mean.
Like, basically, here's a teaser of what's coming, but they basically said, here the bots are, mining materials in a place where literally humans cannot go. Straight up. Which means they are looking for a rapid expansion into their own technology.
Aren't we thinking that the next expansion or the next enemy race is like evil Helldivers or something?
There actually was a data mine. I don't know how true this is, but there could be another type of enemy faction coming. A sub-faction is what their data mine is basically saying. Tied to the automatons. So that's my guess is what they will be announcing at the Game Awards. Is that sub-faction. So it's still automatons, but it's... This kind of lines up with what they've been pushing in-game. So last week and a little bit of this week, they have been talking about dissidents. Basically,
what
heretics, essentially.
Ah, I see.
That was explored in the first game. They were an enemy faction, which ended up becoming the automatons in 2.
Right.
But they're basically pushing the idea of dissidents in Helldivers again, of people who do not agree with managed democracy. And in fact, they were even DMing people. Like, if you apply to this thing in their Discord, they would have a bot DM you of like doing like a quiz to confirm if you were a dissident or not.
Uh-huh.
It was funny. But they made a Twitter post today about dissidents. The first battle in the war on
You're kinda
dissidents
dangerous.
has ended in a decisive victory thanks to the Helldivers, but the threat of dissonance is never truly gone. Stay vigilant. Is that haircut dangerous?
I don't know, Temp, is it?
Don't be fooled. Styles have meaning. Dissonance indicating dues. Directionless. Ambivalent. Yeah. Ambivalent. Non-unified. Aggressive. Hair dye guide. Non-threatening. Flag blue encourage. So blue hair through black, through brown, through blonde, through white. Threatening hues. Purple, pink, red, green. Akko, you and I are both have threatening hair. Too.
Wait, why is my hair threatening?
Oh, because it's danger hair. It's purple.
Oh. Oh. I was thinking about real life. I was like, I don't have dyed hair.
No, octopus hair. Purple.
Okay.
What's safe?
I love that they're saying that that all of the woke Karens have bad hair then. It's funny.
Yeah, it's essentially what they're saying. And
That's hilarious.
this was not on my bingo card, but this is hilarious that they are actually like flat out calling out danger hair.
Hmm.
I love it. This is great.
That is pretty funny. Both tagged. Yes, we've been tagged for death chat.
So, and how good is Helldivers 2 doing right now on SteamDB?
Oh, you didn't have it pulled up? What the fuck?
No, I didn't. Helldivers 2 is doing 37,000 players right
Oh
now.
gosh. They beat out fucking
So it is going up and down, but their peak the last 24 hours has been 60,000. They have not hit a new peak yet, but maybe they will with the expansion if we do get one. I do believe we are getting one, though.
I just get another for oh, that's the epic version.
Is Temp's model frozen? No. No, we're good.
Well, these aren't real people.
I do know the response to the new bug missions has not been overly great. Because it definitely takes it. So the new bug missions kind of remind me of like the old Mars missions in Destiny 2 with like the hive and like the like the caverns and stuff like that. It's kind of like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that in Helldivers, but that also means if you're in caverns, you can also not call in support. You cannot call
Oh,
in
Temp, your model's
reinforcements.
frozen.
It's not. What?
Frozen for me.
It's not frozen for me.
That's weird.
It's working just fine for me. And your model's fine too. I don't know.
Yeah, you're just like not moving.
I don't know.
I'm in the middle of a match. I can't fix you.
I can't say. Chet, if you want to see my model movie, you should come to my stream.
Absolutely not.
Come to my stream, Chet. We're fine over here. But yeah, game's doing very well, and I do expect the game to get a much higher. We might even see a higher peak of players with the expansion.
Is Temp fixable? No.
No.
You can't fix that.
It's fine on Temp stream. I know it is. But Helldivers 2 news is not all great this week. And I can't blame Arrowhead for this one. Arrowhead does not do a bad with this one. From The Hollywood Reporter, Justin Lin to direct Helldivers video game movie.
Who is he?
We'll get into that. Gary Dauberman, the scribe behind the It and Annabelle horror movies, who wrote the script for Sony Pictures' PlayStation Productions project. So this guy is the writer for this movie. Justin Lin, best known for his work on the Fast and Furious... Hold on, let me do this. Fast and Furious action movies, is set to direct Sony Pictures and PlayStation Productions' adaptation of Helldivers, based on the popular video game franchise from Arrowhead Game Studios. Lin will also produce the feature via his Perfect Storm Entertainment banner, along with Hutch Parker and PlayStation Productions' Assad Quizabash and Carter Swan. Gary Dauberman, the scribe behind the It and Annabelle horror movies, wrote the script. The game received critical acclaim when it came out in 2015, and the sequel Helldivers 2 sold more than 12 million units across PS5 and PC in the first 4 months after its launch in 2024. The game recently expanded to Xbox and is built on teamwork, camaraderie, humor, and action. The concept, which recalls Sony's Starship Troopers movie, centers on an elite unit of shock troopers known as Helldivers, who must battle aliens known in simple terms as bugs, cyborgs, and Illuminate, threatening to destroy the fictional interplanetary and faux democratic empire of Super-Earth. Throw in some spores and genetically engineered decomposed bug corpses come to life, and you've got yourself a sci-fi monster party. Lin is not a gamer and leaned into that as a strength when pitching his take on the material said Insiders. He aims to find the humanity in the characters and weave timely themes into the story while building out a world and mythology. There are plenty of details waiting to be drawn in, something that is compelling to the filmmaker. And it gives Lin a second potential franchise at Sony that has an upward trajectory on top of now working in the growing video game adaptation sphere. Lin remains in development and is attached to direct One Punch Man, which adapts the highly popular manga.
Oh gosh.
He remains on Berserker, the adaptation of the Keanu Reeves created comic set up at Netflix, though he is off of crime thriller Stay Course at Amazon MGN. The director is known for turbocharging the Fast and Furious franchise into a multi-billion-dollar global phenomenon. After directing the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, he went on to direct Fast and Furious Fast 5, 6, F9 The Fast Saga, which has collectively earned $2.66 billion globally. Lin also helmed Star Trek Beyond, the final film of the modern Star Trek trilogy. He most recently returned to his indie roots for Last Days, a true-life drama that premiered at this year's Sundance Film Festival. Sony Pictures and PlayStation Productions previously worked together on Uncharted, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg, which earned $470 million globally and is one of the top 10 highest-grossing video game adaptations globally. PlayStation Productions is also a producer on Peacock's hit series Twisted Metal and HBO's award-winning The Last of Us. So yeah, this guy has basically actively come out and said he's not a gamer and he thinks that is a leverage for why he should be doing this movie.
Uh-huh.
So Helldivers as a movie is going to suck donkey balls.
Right. Isn't it get him? Yes, get him, chat. Mercenary says, here's that if it's Fast and Furious director, I'm out.
I will probably still go to theaters to watch it. But I'm so far very concerned.
I mean, you have a good reason to be concerned. I would agree. Where are you?
Damn it, that's it. I'm shocking. Why are you shocking me? What did I do? So we will be covering this in more depth, but they aren't making an adaptation. They're telling their story and just using the IP as window dressing. Very plausible. Absolutely. Tap, you're the problem even considering seeing it. Again, like, things could change. But as of right now, with the information given, I am skeptical. I am concerned.
Yeah, and I would say that's fine.
But maybe things will improve as, we start seeing more trailers, more other stuff. But right now, it is just, there's a script, we have a director, and that's about it. I'm very concerned. I think everyone should be concerned. But I'm going to remain cautious.
Yeah, no, I would say remain cautious. Oh, I see you. Can't get you.
Do I expect it to be bad? Sure. Could I be pleasantly surprised and it not be bad? Absolutely. But in this current state, with what we're hearing, I think everyone has to say, or has basically the opportunity to say, it's like, I'm scared, I'm not going to see it. But I don't even know if this movie's even coming out next year. This could be a 2028 movie for all we know.
Well, yeah, I would say that it's too early for whatever this is.
Exactly. We're too early on this. But in the meantime, chat.
In the meantime,
go play actual Helldivers.
I'm top 3 right now, which is not something I'm used to. But yes, go play Helldivers. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
$100 say Zendaya will be the main character. I wouldn't be surprised by that at all. However, I will say, if you have
What?
seen,
Sorry, I
did
I
you
won.
win?
Yeah. I think that's my first victory royale. Sorry, go ahead.
I will say, even if you like or dislike the Starship Troopers movie, if they do not have, did you watch Starship Troopers?
No, I don't think we watched that.
Okay, we need to fix that. Like, soon. So the actor in that movie who plays the main character, Rico, has actually come out when Helldivers 2 came out and said he's actually addicted to the game and he loves it and he would actually love to collaborate with Arrowhead on it. That has not happened. But Sony, if you don't get him in the movie, even as like a cameo, there's something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. Starship Troopers is good. I agree.
People look to the movie as it being like the definitive Starship Troopers experience. It's not. It is extremely like over satire. Like there's a reason Helldivers is the way it is. It is based on the movie, not the books. It is very much satire.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people don't like that with the movie. I enjoyed the movie, but I understand it is not a one-to-one with the books, and that is okay. I do want to read the books one day, but it's reading books, and it's got to have the time for that. It's a poor adaptation of the books, but fun. Exactly. Yeah. I grew up with that movie. I really do like Starship Troopers as a movie. But I understand why people wouldn't like it. So, we'll do a Discord watch party one of these nights of Starship Troopers. The first movie. We're ignoring the rest of them. The rest of them are bad. The rest of them are straight up bad.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. My apologies.
Okay, what else?
Sorry,
do we
chat.
have?
My head decided to just randomly
No, you are fine. I want to talk. Okay, we do have some other things, but I think we can probably skip some of them. But there is one thing here I do want to talk about.
Huh? Where's some of these characters? These must just be Fortnite characters.
Paramount releasing Sonic Universe event film on December 22nd, 2028.
So this is opposite to the next Sonic movie.
Correct. So this is, if you want to look at it a different way, this is a spin-off movie.
Okay.
I've seen people speculate. I am holding very firm to what I think this is. I think this is Shadow's movie.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and read the article. The Sonic Cinematic Universe is set to expand once more, but just how remains a mystery for now. Paramount has just updated their slate of movies in the works, and the list includes the mention of a Sonic Universe event film. This movie will see release on December 22nd, 2028, but absolutely no details have been shared on just what the movie will be about. Last we heard in terms of Sonic's cinematic adventures was Sonic the Hedgehog 4, which will arrive in theaters on March 19th, 2027. This new Sonic Universe event film is likely remaining a secret until the fourth movie sees release, but with the placeholder name being unique, you have to wonder if the next film release is going to be titled something other than Sonic the Hedgehog 5. We'll keep our eyes peeled for more details. Again, there's not a lot to go with here. It's just people can now speculate that this is a thing. Which is why I do firmly believe this is a Shadow movie. I do not think for a second that he will be in the fourth movie. If he is, it will be an end credit scene. But I firmly believe that what they are talking about here is very specifically the Shadow movie. It makes sense. Especially when you think about Keanu Reeves. Having Keanu Reeves in a lead role alone like that will make bank. And if they can keep it primarily down to very select humans and do primarily CGI, that will save them a lot of money. Of course, Keanu might eat up a lot of that budget. We'll see. But some people have flat out thought, like, if we're gonna get a Shadow movie, maybe this will be when they introduce the flat out full on Team Dark. You know, Shadow, Rouge, Omega. I think Rouge is probably the safe bet, and just her. Okay, but Knuckles show happened? Yes, but Jeff Fowler, the guy that's been the primary on all of these movies, was only involved for the first episode of Knuckles, not the rest of it. And Jeff Fowler was actually the lead art director for Shadow the Hedgehog. So he has a very personal invested interest in a Shadow movie. He has said this before. So, and he's done great, and I'm positive he'd probably be in charge of this movie coming out as well.
Yeah.
So, I think this will be good. Again, the Sonic movies themselves have not been bad. I've actually really, really enjoyed them. Knuckles, on the other hand, was bad, but
I would say, yeah, that they're all pretty good, so.
otherwise, chat, that's it. I know we got more
Sorry.
we could go through, but Akko's not feeling well, so we're out of here.
Damn, you're just gonna out me like that.
I am. As far as what I'm doing next week, on Wednesday, we're returning to Grounded. Unless otherwise stated, we're returning to Grounded.
I love how even when I'm not trolling you guys, I'm trolling you by moving stuff, and you guys got upset by that.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, not gonna lie.
It was. But yeah. Grounded on Wednesday. If something changes, I'll let you all know. Thursday, we are reacting to the Game Awards. Friday, we are starting Undertale. Saturday is more Abiotic. And Sunday is Dogwave. We are streaming every day next week, but Monday and Tuesday. Oh, God. It's going to be a busy week. What are you doing next week?
Working.
No, fair. Akko's working on the Cinder video, on actual work, on
Yeah, I got overtime,
other stuff.
which is fine because I'm gonna get like an additional $400 of overtime this week, which is a lot.
Like I
Good
said,
chunk of my rent right there.
I only care about the Real Game Awards. We will be
Good thing
watching
to care
this
about.
because it's content, and also we get to laugh at the bullshit, and that's funny.
Mhm.
So
We'll be talking about that on Thursday. Under the tea, we will.
yeah, I'll be live earlier in the day for that. Otherwise, and the schedule goes out tomorrow. So if anyone wants to see the schedule, as a reminder, if you like the content I produce, I would greatly appreciate it if you have to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, join the Discord. It's the best place to know when I go live. The schedule will be out tomorrow on both Twitter, Discord, and in the YouTube post section. So any of those places, you will see the new schedule for next week. It is packed. And I will inform you all when I go live on YouTube. Or as well, you will know YouTube, but Discord, Twitter, and hey, that's it. Discord and Twitter is where you'll know when I go live. Otherwise, where are we sending you?
Really quickly, I gotta read the rest of these supers.
Okay.
Mercenary for 2. I want the Baldwin in 26. Just watch you 2.
And then
Sorry,
just-
chat. Whoa, jeez.
Sorry.
Noir says I use a SATA 3 SSD for my big file size games. I also use external HDD to hold my ISOs for emulation. Talked about that earlier. And Mercenary for 5 says here's that it's the Fast and Furious director. I'm out. Yep. Yeah, for me, chat, next week I'm working, but I will have hump day probably on Tuesday. Because normal stuff throughout the rest of the week. My apologies. I just for some reason, since Temp decided to out it, I am feeling kind of nauseous, and it's just I don't know why. It just suddenly came over me, and I hate it.
That's
We're gonna
okay.
send you guys to Mizu though.
Yep. I'm sending you all to Mizu as well. You all behave for the puddle. He is with Kendra tonight. So
Although I'll send you the leaflet on Kick.
I cannot raid properly on YouTube, so there will be no YouTube raid. But I will see you, since you already meet you on Twitch. Again, chat, join the Discord, follow me on Twitch or Twitter, subscribe to the YouTube, all the fun stuff. And I will see you all on Wednesday.
See you guys later.
Bye, chat.